Hello, 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 hello. Nobody's here yet. Nobody's here yet, but everyone has gotten their Twitch alerts or whatever to say that we have started streaming. They are finalizing the bracket. This is real important. Let's listen. Hello. Oh, this is a nice little message. You gotta be here. Something that I'll talk about later. $200 pot bonus 2 weeks from today. Round of applause indeed. You're damn right. Last one for the year. Nothing happening in December in terms of Street Fighter V tournaments. Retail season's crazy, you gotta understand. Let me do this real quick. I'm trying to give you guys like an aerial footage. That didn't work very well. May the best man win indeed. Man or woman. It is a gender has nothing to do with the entrance of the player. Fighting games are something that I think are uniquely able to be good at by both sexes, which is nice. There's no muscle mass involved, right? Or at least we would hope not. Not like those old times you'd be playing with your older brother and he would hit you, so you missed a combo or something. Anywho, tournament is about to be started. I'll put the bracket in chat for all of you lovely people. This is the Game Realms weekly Street Fighter V tournament in Burbank, California. Game-realms.com, as well as Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. You can see it below me right now. It's somewhere around there. Couple of interesting things coming up for Game Realms. So this week is our weekly Street Fighter V tournament. Next week there will be no tournaments of any kind, no Smash, no Skullgirls, no Street Fighter V. And then the week after that is going to be the last one of the year, and that's going to have a $200 pot bonus. So if you're in the area, definitely trying to make some money. What's up? November 28th. That's yes. So 2 weeks from now. So 14 days plus November 14th is November 28th, which is that final Street Fighter V tournament for the year. And it's going to be, like I said, the $200 pot bonus. What's up? Indeed, we have. Never mind. He got called into a match. Okay, I'll make sure to check with chat and stuff. So, wonder if anyone's here yet. Stephen Guy Wong, what's up, dude? Good to see you. I didn't see you here, so you must be at home. If it doesn't inconvenience you, if you wouldn't mind letting me know how the audio levels are, in terms of my voice and the game volume, that'd be great. We have Dank Diaz coming up against the pride of the Valley, Mr. Commander Jesse himself. Sick in bed. Sorry to hear that, man. Hope you feel better, but also take advantage of that sick day, right? Get cozy up in bed, get some soup, get some broth, get that tissue game going strong. Sick days aren't great, but every now and then a sick day feels nice, you know? You just get to do nothing. You have the excuse to do nothing. Sometimes, at least. Possible change in the tournament. Let's see. A late challenger to the tournament. Who could it be? Yeah, it's true. I should have made the "Here comes the new challengers" sound as Assad pointed out. It's good stuff. What is that? Where's that from? I know it like rings a bell because each game has different like sounds for who like a challenger has entered the match or whatever, right? That's the original. That's Street Fighter 2, I think. Yeah, because then I hear the character select screen for music for Street Fighter 2 after that. Or is it the yeah? Because remembering Fightcade, like those memories. Shout outs to Fightcade. Fightcade having their, I think, a beta version of. It was just released to people that had Fightcade installed like before a certain date. I didn't have Fightcade installed, I don't think, or at least maybe I had an account that I have now forgotten the password to. But I'm excited for any innovation in the ability to play older games, especially on the MAME emulator, not like a weird port. Super Turbo is great. Third Strike, CBS2. A lot of people, I think, play KOF a lot on that. Even like Garo? How do you pronounce that? Garu, Mark of the Wolves. And then I think a lot of people also like MVC 1 on the game. Good old Marvel vs. Capcom. Nothing. No end title, no nothing. So I guess we're going to see if the brackets are actually changed or if we're going to go ahead and have our Dolls and Mirror match to start it off. We shall see, we shall see. Definitely is given the instruction not to start, so not yet. What's been going on? It's mid-November, guys. We're almost there. Next week is Thanksgiving, one of the earliest Thanksgivings I think in recent history, because it's always the last Thursday of the month, right? So if there's 30 days in November, I think the earliest it can be is what it is next week, right? Thursdays, yeah, 23rd I think is the earliest day it can be. So feels weird, right? Like every time that the time changes, sun goes down earlier, days shorten anyways, so like you go from thinking like it's summer, like it's gonna stay light until 7:30 to being at work still and it's like 4:15 and you're like walking to the parking lot in the dark. It's quite a time. But definitely holiday season's good stuff for gamers in general, I think. Fond memories of my youth waking up Christmas morning and seeing things that were wrapped in those square containers, right? Knew it was either a CD or a video game. I think notable Christmases for me was getting the Nintendo 64 system back in, Lord knows, 2000, 1998. When was that released? 1996? How old was I? I don't think I was 6 years old. We'll start off with some exhibition non-tournament matches, showing off the classic matchup. Speaking of ST, Ryu versus Guile here. In Season 2, can they at least allow Guile the ability to put on and take off his sunglasses? Or I guess in this case, take off and then re-put on the sunglasses. That was such an integral part to, I feel like, playing Guile effectively in Street Fighter 4. So, big bummer. So I think there's some changes here. Someone's walking up. I don't know who he is. Jesse versus Lawrence coming up. So Dankadius getting a pinch player put in for him at the last moment here. I was thinking of doing something on my phone. I forgot what it was. Oh, sweet. Check out the picture that the Game Realms account on Twitter just put up me. I'm smiling like an idiot. I don't know why I do that. When people say you want to take a picture, I make like the dumbest face. Just an instinct, I think. Gevo, welcome to the stream, buddy. I see you there. Thanks for joining us. We're just getting started into the tournament right now. It's going to be starting off with...
All right, so I redid the bracket. Doing my bracket pretty hard, so I, just tidied that up, made it a little, whoa, I made that a little space cowboy deal right there,
You made it a little space cowboy?
Just a little easy on the eyes,
Oh, hey, look at that. I'm getting nicknames left and right. Yeah, cool. I liked in your tweet earlier.
Also stole your water.
That is your water, sir. You didn't steal anything. That was you manifest destiny that water super hard. That's what you deserve. You just chugged the water on stream. Man, I wish someone clip that. Somebody clip that. That was incredible. I appreciated that you called me the showman in your tweet.
Yeah, because I always say this isn't called Game Rails. It's called the Cowboy Neil Show.
I was passing some time talking about fond memories as a kid growing up related to gaming. So maybe a Christmas morning, seeing that thing wrapped right there, that rectangle thing, be like, I know that's an SNES game. Or like, I know what that is. I wonder which game it is. Please, parents, like,
what's good? Hell yeah. All right. My favorite thing about Christmas was when I knew it wasn't closed. All right, I'll see you.
And that is the little nuggets of wisdom you will get if you just inhabit an area around General Assad, aka Dog Teeth, aka Carnage Asada, I believe is his newest name that he came up as today, and that is true. Lauren's going to be playing Colleen versus Jesse's safe pick here, Dalzum. We've seen Jesse go with Armika sometimes, but I think for this tournament, at least he's sticking with the Dalzum pick. Getting right into the match. Battle of the hairstyles right now too. Usually bring up the battle of the beards, but both these guys excellently groomed. If that's not a weird compliment to give, I apologize. As we get into it. Overhead from Colin, but Colleen rather. Big counter on the limb. Wonder if there's a distance. There must be a distance where Colleen's counter just whiffs, right? But it depends on the button too. Like Stand Around House has a pretty long recovery, so maybe it catches it and that has like a vacuum effect. Counter is such a interesting mechanic in that the psychology of it really rewards the people that are willing to set up the fact that they'll do it. As Jesse takes the first round, that patented standing medium kick. Definitely something that is an essential tool of Dalzum's arsenal. Getting the hit on the drill kick and getting the low pierce after that. You can tell Jesse's a master of Dalzum, knowing these timings so well based on the height and the fact that he hit or didn't hit with that drill. He knew what to do afterwards, but it's going everything Jesse right now. Teleporting behind, mix-ups, can't block left and right, stays in front this time. He gets out with the EX step kick, slide kick, shuffle step. What's the official name for that? I don't even know. The Colleen like back step. I'll call it a back step. I like it. It probably has something ice related, right? Like the ice skate, the skate step. Dude, the skate step sounds like a cool like skateboarding trick that I want to know how to do. Right back into it. Let's see what adjustments can be made here by Lawrence. Lawrence is my last name, so I'm kind of rooting for him. Let's go Lawrence, dude. Connects after the V-skill. Good stuff. Well, I think it's spelled differently. Whatever, I'll take it. Close enough. Tangentially related. Another counter. What I said earlier about establishing that counter, there is an upper limit to that. Like, you can do it too much, I think. Out of range for that punish. Hits anyways, though. Stays in front, good blocks by Lawrence this time. But the pressure is just unrelenting from Jesse. Gets the dash up, a low fierce punch. The double fisted punch. Causing so much damage. Jesse, I think, playing a little bit more kind of freestyle now. Starting the offense, realizing that he's going to get a lot more out of this the more he puts in. Stays on the side and the short slide to do it. Jesse recognized the stun was racking up. EX Flame won't do it, but he may finish it right here with anything. Chip damage to save himself a perfect moral victory. Makes fire. Catches the skate step, as I've now called it, and Jesse takes it 2-0. Good stuff to him. I'll put the bracket in chat again for you lovely folks at home. Viewers, friends, comrades, I may hope to say brothers and sisters. I messed that up. I was trying to do a Hitchens, what Hitchens would say when he would get on stage. I messed that up totally. Sensei Pile Drive. What's up, dude? I don't think I've seen that name before. First time checking out the stream, or do I know you? Have you been to Game Realms before? Tell me about yourself. I like your name. Sensei Pile Drive is pretty dope. I think it combines the sort of like artisanal feeling that Sensei elicits, and then with Pile Drive, which is just like a good old-fashioned red-blooded American wrestling move, you know? Wrestling. Whoever named wrestling moves did an excellent job. Like, if we could get the guy that named wrestling moves to rename all the animals in the world, can you imagine that? Because wrestling moves are mostly like compound words. Power, bomb, pile, drive. Why can't I think of it anymore? Suplex, that's not one. Oh, cool. You're you know Carnage Asada, aka Asada, aka Dog. I don't know. Is his real name Assad? I don't know. He keeps changing his name. He's a mystery, wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in an illusion. Yeah, like imagine what the person who named wrestling moves would call like an elephant. Be like a trunk snout stomper. It'd be crazy. His real name is Filet Mignona. It's a name like Winona. Filet Mignona Ryder. Dude, shoutouts to Stranger Things Season 2. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, I would definitely suggest it. I was worried about this Season 2 trailer. Seemed to hype it up past the original themes of the show, but ended up watching it all in one sitting because fuck do I have to do? It was great. It's good stuff. Season 1 and 2 both on Netflix now. Anyways, why am I shilling for Netflix? They don't need help. Game Realms is where this tournament's at. This is our weekly Street Fighter V tournament, happening every week except next week. Next week there's no tournaments at all because of Thanksgiving/holiday week. And then the final tournament of 2017, we've had a bunch this year, huh? Jeez, I think I started doing this in March. Can't believe it. It's been that long. The final one of the year is going to be on November 28th with a $200 pot bonus. So shout out to Game Realms for helping out there, as we have none other than JD.
What up?
Joining us on the mic. Do you play a match yet? How'd it go?
I won. I feel
Of
like
course you did.
Oh, thanks. Dude.
I knew it all along. That was a trick question. Of course you won.
Man, I've been playing it a long time. I feel really rusty. So if I do bad today, it's okay. I'm not really like counting this as just like. See,
you've approached Street Fighter the same way I've approached life. Keep that low expectations, and you can never be disappointed.
Neil. Yeah, we all have some expectations. We all have some goals. We have to meet those goals. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta chisel away at those every day. Just wake up a little too late, sleep a little bit more in. Like, sorry, boss.
I hear you. So who do you got here? We got Dash and Javi?
Yes.
Dude, Javi's playing Karen? Oh, man. Javi is a beast.
I think...
David, you got a Manat?
I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We did this last time. We changed it to Javizuki.
Javizuki?
On the stream last night.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's Javizuki. In the school of Kanzuki.
Yes. Definitely, if he's gonna have a character as his namesake,
okay,
it should transfer, right?
Right. Because he's Javi Rog, he should be Javi Izuku. That's right.
If he played Ryu, it'd be Javi Ryu or Javi Yu.
Javi Yu. That's actually a pretty good one.
I name a dog Javi Yu. Anyways, we're into the match. Interesting color choice from Dash. What do you think about it? Butterscotch Manat.
It's not that bad. You got that Nicki Minaj color.
Ooh. For those that don't know, JD is a punsmith. He's so good at crafting them.
Oh, wow, that shimmy by Javi. Okay, he's continuing the pressure.
Yeah, converting damage there. Not at least at this point, saving up critical art. Okay. Spending that meter when he can.
Nice tech there by Javi. Look at him. Oh, with the shimmy again. Okay, he opts not to use any of the bar. Okay.
Comes the V-trigger. This is where Manats can shine.
Yeah. Oh,
tricky stuff, going over the top. Javi, respecting it, didn't know what trickery would await him.
I know, he didn't know what side it was going to be on. I respect that. Oh, with a low forward. Confirm into Tenko. The Karen Classic.
Dude, the Karen wet blanket's like, yo, all that funny, fancy stuff you're going to do? Nah. I got 3-hit combos.
There it is.
Taste this palm.
Yeah. So nice stuff there for Javi to close out the round. Okay, he's trying to shimmy him out. Okay, nice confirm there.
Getting huge mileage off of these shimmies, huh?
Yeah. Look at him. Look at it. Continuing the corner pressure. Oh, here comes that orb. Okay.
The long distance.
Yeah.
Called that orb all the way back from his friend's house. Like, yo, it's dinner time. You got to get home.
Yo, nice confirms there with Javi. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he can finish this off. Is he going to go for a reset?
Huge scaling. I think he tried to. I think you were right.
Okay.
This is the jab reset. This is the opportunity here.
Oh, wow. Dash got these? Okay, he's trying to get off the pressure with that. Because I think when Manat hits that V-trigger, she's pretty scary. Oh, nice throw there.
The orb there was just a little late. You saw it pass right through Karen as she went into vulnerability because of the throw.
Yeah. Good stuff there by Javi.
Javizuki going up 1-0. Sensei Piledrive asking, is Ryan Hart there tonight? If by Ryan Hart you mean Mr. Futile.
No, not Futile.
Ender.
No, not him. He's a black guy. He's not here. He's not here. He went to drop kick.
I thought
he's not here. No.
Okay, I thought he was saying Ryan, and then he was just spelling out the heart emoji.
No.
Okay, I was like, dude, I know we all feel the same way about Ryan. Like, we miss him.
No.
Like, it's the whole thing.
No. Unfortunately, no. He's not here tonight. I was hoping he was gonna be here because he was there on drop kick. Yesterday.
Yesterday in Long Beach.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I was just saying why. Yeah, that's a viable question.
Unfortunately, not the Ryan Hart, the UK.
Yeah, the UK player's not here.
Sagat Master in Street
Tekken
Fighter
game
4.
and-
Tekken as well. Yeah, he played an excellent
He's really good.
old school player who's been around for a long time. Great guy. Okay.
Oh, he tried to go with the tricky.
You need to do that. Something about that. Technical difficulties here. Yo, go tell. Okay. Technical difficulties, guys.
I'll admit that you have some skill.
JD, the Slayer here. Good stuff. Never mind. Nothing's happening. Nothing to see here.
Okay, so I solved that issue.
That issue, which shall remain nameless. Yeah. So Reinhardt's always been I think watching his Sagat in Street Fighter 4 probably was one of the most satisfying things to watch. Just a defensive master.
Oh
right?
yeah, he played in a style like in a way that most Sagats weren't playing.
Right.
It was very different. He was very defensive.
Very defensive. I wonder if when and if Sagat gets introduced in Season 3.
Oh, I think I have a match on now.
Headed up there, give him your spirit, guys. Spirit energy. JD going up for some fights as Javi Rock just, man, not letting up here. Goes for the overhead. Gets a reversal jump. Did that not hit? It looked like Karen was crouching. Interesting stuff. As he takes it with the low forward. Tenko definitely buffered there if he didn't kill with the low forward. Anywho, I didn't know that Ryan Hart was here for dropkick. Damn, yeah. I wish he. I wish he'd come. As your friend is coming up to the stream station, you'll be able to see him on the player cam shortly. Carnage Asada. This is going to be Commander Jesse versus Carnage Asada. Players talking about a replay value of something, I wonder. Anywho, Game Realms, Burbank, California. Every week, well, okay. I used to be able to say every week we had this tournament. We're coming up to the end of the year. The last tournament's 2 weeks from now. And the last week's two weeks from now. Last tournament, rather, is 2 weeks from now. Weekly. And, Assad is getting very worked up about laser guns. Space Nazis are on the table. This is, guys, if you, I appreciate everyone watching on the stream. You guys are cool. But let me tell you, when you come down to the actual venue, you get to participate or at least witness conversations such as the one Assad is having, where he's getting heated over Space Nazis, fake laser guns, and replay value of something. It's some game, I'm not sure, and somehow he ties it to alcohol as well. As always, he's good at that. Anyways, Burbank, California, Street Fighter 5 Weeklies. This is our second to last tournament of the year. In 2 weeks, we will have our final tournament of the year, which has a pot bonus of $200. So if you have any other things holding you back, get a tournament at Game Realms in 2017. Assad pumping himself up. You can see he wants to tear his shirt off. Jason saying he likes his carne asada heated. I think the majority of the population would agree with you. However, I do remember some people liking carne asada fries better the next day. They had the whole pizza argument, where it's like if you reheated it, or even if it was kind of cold, it was still better. Anyways, two titans of Street Fighter 5 battling it out right now. Commander Jesse versus Carnage Asada. Asad's always a fun bison to watch play. I think because I've said it before, he likes, or his ability to change the pace in which he's playing the game mid-match, mid-round even, is interesting, as well as his willingness to be charismatic with his opponent. I don't know if you guys could see it on the player cam, but you could definitely make out the words that he said to Jesse mid-combo. It does sound dank. Dude, I miss carne asada fries. I used to live in San Diego, and it's just like, that was a thing. That was multiple times a week. There was wherever you are in San Diego, there's a Mexican restaurant less than 5 minutes away that has the best carne asada fries you've ever had in your life. So, good time. Shout out to San Diego. Definitely, I think, California is, if not the nation's hub of Mexican food. You see a activation from Assad getting a lot of damage off of that. Here comes the mix-up afterwards. Jesse, though, not falling for these side shenanigans. Side switch shenanigans. However, if you can block left and right, can you block up and down? EX head stomp on back of the, or behind the Psycho Ball. Purple stuff. Purple stuff's everywhere right now. Tied up 1-1 in these rounds. First game. Jesse adjusting his play here a little bit. Taking the scenic route on that shimmy. But now has about a 50% lead. Sitting on critical art as well, so to close out this match, he's definitely willing to convert, and he will. Close to stun, but critical arts don't do any stun, so anything else will do it here? No, goes for the follow-up afterwards. EX head stomp to start it off. Assad now has V-trigger on this low health. The lowest angle on that drill, was able to link jabs afterwards. Good anti-air as well. Anything will do for Jesse. The instant air Gale will take it. 1-0. Jesse's up. I apologize for intermittent coughing during the stream. I kind of lost my voice last week. Those of you who were here with us last week realized that I couldn't say a word, so I apologize for that. As we have SG_Cadenza joining us. What's up, dude? Or Cadenza. Cadenza. I sort of mispronounced that NZ. Definitely a strange combination of consonants, but I like the way it sounds. Cadenza. Credenza. Costanza. Anyways, back to the match. Jesse off to a good start again. Assad trying to get out. Finally gets out with a stand short. Anything will do it here. Stun racking up. Wow, the back strong challenges the EX Devil's Reverse. V-trigger activated, so this is where Bison can get some work done, but Jesse is just so on top of it. Big crush counter. Did I speak too soon? Nope. How quick that you can read it all from Assad's reaction in the player cam there. The decision to go for that Yoga Sniper was so quick. You can really tell Jesse is a master at his craft when it comes to playing Dalsum. EX Scissor blocked. This round now looking great for Assad. Has him in the corner, stays that way as well. I'm assuming he doesn't want to switch sides if he doesn't have to. Pressure's on. It's a stand strong punish for that whip. Aerial move. This is what I was talking about with Assad's ability to change the pace of the match. He was full-fledged offense for the first half of it. And then he spent a good 15 to 20 seconds doing nothing but walking back. Excellent defensive series from Assad there. Not falling for the frame traps of the back strong. Now has it back in the corner. Wants to. I think he read that teleport, but unfortunately didn't fall back with a button. Couldn't punish it. Should be anything to do it here, though. Can Jesse make this easy nice comeback? No, the low crush from the scissor kick. Not often you see those types of high-low crush mechanics in Street Fighter, but there it was. At least comparatively to Tekken, which is what I was referring to. I think it's where the original, that's the community that made that term, right? Like high crush, low crush, because of how the low, mid, high system works. Jesse on match point right now has full critical art as well. Big crush counter though. Doesn't get the second hit. Maybe just wanted the pressure as well. A lot of times in fighting games, you're looking for the damage versus Okazime option. Which one will he choose? This time, I think Assad seems to be aware of that teleport, but not jumping back with a button. Jesse Mysteries of Yugger has him in the flames. Through the fire and the flames. Assad trying to do his best Dragon Force impression right now. Can he finish it off with a guitar solo to even a big crush counter into the sweep? Point blank sweep is the move, dude. Oh, can Jesse be the wet blanket and finish this off? EX Gale. Low crush again. What a tech. And the sniper to take it. Assad incredulous. Pleading his case. Going through the second stage of grieving, I believe. Was in denial originally and now bargaining for his ability to win that match. Excellent match from both players, though. Very exciting. That was the claim. I'm gonna quote Assad there. I had you on your bullshit. And I think I called it. I think I was saying he did when you were jumping back. You were expecting the teleport, right? Yeah. Oh man, personalities abound here at Game Realms. Jesse sort of Jesse marinating in his victory here, admitting his mortality, but still liking the victory. I think Assad, you disappointed. I want to see if you disappointed your friend Sensei Pile Drive. Who,
Oh, what's up, Chad? I just lost.
We'll see what he says as we check out the viewers here.
Neil didn't even play though, so you know.
Give our thanks to the people that are here. Ajay's and Gevo SC, Sensei Pile Drive, whose name I think is excellent. I don't know if he came up with that or not, if that was a reference to something, but if I walked into a
Yeah, I think he's really into like mining or something.
Well, if I walked into a dojo somewhere, just random karate dojo, anything.
Like where they make that's where they make like dough, right?
I was gonna say, how are you gonna spin this from like a dojo to no? You mean a martial arts school? Something you would
Oh, you mean like military school? Yeah, I was gonna go to that. My parents couldn't afford it though.
I don't blame them for attempting to send you.
Why? What?
I understand that. You're unruly. You're chaotic. You're
I signed up for the tournament, dog. What did you do?
You're outspoken. You're outspoken. You can at least be agreeable with that.
Yeah, that deserves military school.
Hey, some people don't know how to handle with that.
What, dude? Come on, man. What's up? Oh, fuck. All
I
right.
believe Assad has to play. We will bid farewell to him. Always a welcome voice on this casting desk. Almost said couch there. That would have been awkward. Nobody clip that. As we have Javi, either Rog or Zuki. We'll see what character he plays. Going up against Cloud next. This is going to be still on the winner's side. Ah, very good. He fixes mom's garages. So he finds different mothers in the community who have garage doors that are broken, presumably. And he uses a screwdriver that he names the pile driver. Pile drive. He drives piles. He could be like a garbage collector. He drives around piles of stuff. Sensei, he's very respectful about it. He bows before he picks up your trash. Could be a thing. And it is gonna be Javi Zuki. Not seeing Javi Rog tonight. Maybe hasn't had to pull out the extra power. The main. Buck Gorgeous, thanks for joining us. That's it, dude. You guys everyone has great names tonight. As well as Hedge Gecko. Dude, I love everybody's name tonight. This is really a realm of games. It depends on what you mean by the word realm. It's a bit of a loose definition. I guess it depends on how you want to interpret it. Because realm is a very like arcane sort of word, right? You hear a lot in like sci-fi or fantasy. Enter the mortal realm and test your metal, warrior, or something like that, right? Realm gets a little weird once you get into the real world. You can't say like I took the bus realm to work today, right? Someone's gonna think you're crazy. Ken in 2017. Cloud has been playing Ken forever, and I think he's able to showcase the strengths that the character has, as well as his ability to choose definitely the right times to EX reversal. That Shoryu Repa, I love that move. Double uppercuts are so dope, but Habizuki, not happy with how that first round went. The reversal to lower the stun. I don't know if he's going to be able to get V-trigger, though. He might have enough life. It's going to be really, really close. Ooh, low sweep to start it off. I think he definitely wanted, maybe he thought he had V-trigger there, but he used V-reversal late enough that I don't know if he had the ability to build V-trigger without explicitly using some of the V-skill there. As Habizuki evens it up. Ooh, in this first match. There's multiple dogs in the background, right? Not just one? This is supposed to be the Streets of India, right? Also, shoutouts to Streets of India, an excellent Indian food restaurant on Ventura Boulevard. As we see the confirm into critical art, I don't think it's going to do it. Yes, not enough. Just barely. Habizuki rather, has all the resources available to him if he wants. Can he make this mountain of a comeback? No. Dash forward, low, short. Takes the fun out of the event. No hot air balloon for you. Not tall enough to ride this ride. Go home. Although I'm assuming Ken could probably pilot a hot air balloon just from his ability to create fire out of anywhere.
Round one.
Anyways, 1-0. Chat, you guys are trolling left and right. Habizuki trying to even it up 1-1 here. Let's see if he has the ability to even it up. A couple of onlookers. We have Jesse, of course. You can see him in the background there. Tekken Tim and Dankadius probably waiting for their matches up next. It made me think of the restaurant. The restaurant is literally called Streets of India. So when I said this stage is the Streets of India, as we see Habizuki going for a combo here, has him in the corner, goes to the overhead, good block by Cloud. Starts his own V-trigger nonsense. Interesting little footsie battle between there, but Habizuki coming up the victor, spending the critical art necessary to finish that round. I think one of the golden rules of Street Fighter V, as well as football, is if you can score, if you can get on the board, get on the board. Yes, the bus driver, you are correct. Both the Dawson players patiently waiting, watching, seeing, sizing up the competition. Good with punish. The V-trigger activation. This time, Odd going the V-reversal option off that pressure. Standing around has another one. Has full critical art, but still working on that V-trigger. Man, Abirag has been so good with these low fours. I mean, it's a great button from Karen to begin with, but he's been playing his footstep battles incredible, and it will end the same way the first round did. Confirm into critical art, and it doesn't kill though. I thought the rule that always kills is a thing. Standing medium kick. Abirag definitely has found his favorite button on Karen. Evening up 1-1 in this best of 3. Fox Theo saying, "Yo, I didn't know they have tourneys here. I come here all the time to buy games. It's a godlike place." I agree. This place is really cool. If you've been in the area, they have all sorts of cool swag on the walls. They have stations set up with like retro gaming things. I mean, just in eyesight right now, I see an SNES, an N64, Dreamcast, a Sega Genesis, like super cool stuff. They have all sorts of events and sales and things like that, which I will talk about after the break. The man, the myth, legend himself coming back on the mic for us.
Yeah, so we got Karen.
Habizuki, I believe is his namesake.
You're naming him after a zucchini now?
Yes, close enough. Zucchini, very healthy vegetable. I think it's something that's alright to be named after. Habizuki puts himself up on match point here. Losing the first game.
You got this, Cloud. Don't let Javi fucking use his new name on you.
Stylen getting that new name, taking out for Stroll. so far doing really well in the footsie battle. Again, a low forward to start it out. He knows that range really well. How's it feeling for the rhythm that Cloud wants to hit buttons for too this time? Be reversed.
Yeah, that's right. You get him, Cloud.
It's full critical art. Man, Heavy Rog controlling that space so well.
I mean, Rog's got the meter. He can go through fireballs right now. He can dash up in like 20 frames and throw.
Great whiff punish buffered into the Matsumaki there.
He can do roundhouse to cancel. He can do that too. Oh, that was... How many mirrors was that? That was like 4 of them.
A lot of them. He's definitely...
That's 5. That was 5 mirror reversals.
He's given up any hope.
That was some shit. Oh, look, no super. Now Hobby's just being mean, dude.
I believe the term is not finishing your plate. Getting with the shoulder.
You don't.
Though.
I don't think you use a plate when you eat a zucchini, bro.
This is like, so imagine doing commentary and then someone's just, it's like this is the, so if commentary is running, like sprinting in the Olympics, this commentary is hurdles.
Like 100-meter dash or 400-meter dash.
It doesn't matter, the analogy's still running.
No, but you said it's in the Olympics. You got to actually be more specific because they actually, yeah. Because what if it was hurdles and it was just like, Assad, you're killing me. Why are you doing this?
It is hurdles. You're testing the mental acuity for me to get one references that I don't know.
Whoa! We're talking about sprinting. We're not talking about gun shooting.
Mental acuity to gun shooting. I can't even. Can somebody draw the line for me? Is this?
No, dude. You don't draw a line when you shoot a gun, dude. You aim.
What is happening? Where am I? Is this?
Oh, so we got Harry Gamer.
Ooh, no
so
shave
what's your
November.
name now?
Didn't make it through.
Just Gamer? You're just Gamer now? We have Gamer versus JC.
Are you observing no shave November? Is that?
No, I'm just lazy. I just don't shave very often.
For sure.
And when I do, I usually just use the clippers. You know, I'm not really gonna go into it.
Does Game Realms do an MVCI tourney? Not yet. I believe that's.
We don't yet. We probably will next year.
Next year,
first week next year, we'll probably start the MVCI tournament. You know, come on down. Bring your Dante and that one other character you're gonna use, and have fun with it.
Every Infinite team is Dante something.
Yeah, Dante something. It's always Dante something. So you know, have fun with that.
Just wait till they put Virgil in the game. Then it's gonna be 2 Dantes.
I don't think they're gonna put him in the game because I don't remember him from any video games. I always wondered why he was in the game. I always wondered why the dude with the bionic arm was in the game. I'm like, what game is that dude from? I never played that game.
And on that same note, with the way that DLC characters have been going lately, they don't have to follow any rules anymore. You just have whatever character from whatever franchise anywhere in your game.
Oh, you talking about the Tekken thing?
Tekken, dude, Injustice having Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in their
game?
Well,
DC owns Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they always have.
Still though.
No, I have the comic where the Ninja Turtles fought Batman. I have that shit.
Regardless,
No,
wait,
Neil.
Did they share any common universes in the comic series?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, maybe they did, but
I have the comic where Batman fought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who did he have beef with? Who did he fight?
He just fought him because he didn't know what the fuck they were.
That's true. You know what? That's a fair point. If
Gotham's New York City, everybody. Just letting you know, it's Gotham's New York City.
It's an analogy.
Gotham's Brooklyn. Metropolis is Manhattan. Superman hates minorities. Can't you tell?
Dude,
you couldn't tell by now?
Thank God they cleaned that up later in the. I'm getting some sort of mental connection happening between me and Gamer Harry now. I can't look away.
Wait.
What's up? Oh, that's right. Gamer Harry, aka Gary, coming up to the stream station right now. It's going to be either Akuma or Vega versus.
What if we went Gamer Harry? No, Harold. Gamer Harold.
Harry is short for Harold. That's true.
I'm pretty sure his hair is not short for Harold.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. If I had to guess.
Like if my name's Azad, right? You know, sometimes I don't want to deal with like some fools. Like, you know, they'll go to like a restaurant and they'll go like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to go through this conversation, so my name is James." You know?
You know what's funny? I hadn't.
They go because like I'll go like Azad and they'll be like Hassan. Yeah. I'm like, where'd the H come from? First off, or they'll go Izod, and I'm like, that's cool. That's expensive clothes, but you know.
Right. I hadn't thought of this solution in my life because I get a lot of people that go Neo.
You should go, yeah, Neo.
You don't have the duster or the glasses. Like I don't get it. But this is something I recognize friends of mine would do this at Starbucks too, where it's like, okay, because they ask for your name to write it on the thing, and they'll just like Janet or like
One of your friends says Janet.
Oh no, they say.
I want to
Amy.
meet that fool.
They say Amy,
Oh, Amy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
which is like
That's a
kinda
tough
easy, I
one.
guess.
That's a hard one to spell. Another hard name to guess spell is Naomi. Good luck on that one.
Yeah, where all the vowels go?
I mean, you go country of origin. It's like every country. Good luck.
You have to like a spelling bee. You have to ask for
Yeah.
like, can you use it in a
Naoi umlaut.
Shoutouts to shoutouts to Unicode for those extra characters that we.
Shout outs to the fish in Swedish Fish from IKEA.
Swedish fish is a pretty good treat. I would say
They're
that
just called fish at IKEA, dude.
that's true. That's true. Swedish people don't think they think what's the big deal?
Yeah,
Why
I
are you
know.
being redundant?
Yeah,
It's just
they're
fish.
they're like why waste syllables?
Naomi spelled that way is pretty good. I guess if a horse comes into the restaurant and orders something, you'd be like, I
No,
get
that's
it.
like the American way, right?
Oh, yes.
Like neighbor.
That's right.
Yeah.
What is
It's
wrong?
like Naomi. Yeah, not my neighbor, me.
What is wrong with the English language?
Someone very narcissistic named their child that. Naomi, is that why you act like that? Really?
Some interesting parental choices.
It's kind of crazy seeing, Akuma getting backed into the corner because since he has that fucking demon flip, that shit is godlike versus Cammy.
Yes. Homing, switches sides, auto-correcting everything.
I want to see how many dash throws JD's gonna get. Oh, JC missing that. Oh, getting
So he didn't have enough
man,
for
just
the
like
second
a
free trigger.
ton of nonsense has happened.
Yeah, thank God he got that because he didn't have enough free trigger left, but he had the EX meter, so
Yeah, he could have done super. He could have done all these things.
All that stuff. JD taking the first game here. JD and Gamer Harry, good friends, kind of being jovial about the
Yeah, Gamer
interesting-
Harold, you know him.
Good old
Oh yeah,
Gary.
look, he's like, yeah, whatever, I should have won.
Oh, I've actually heard of this too. Jason bringing up a good point. That they had a student named ABCD, pronounced Absida.
Yeah, I had this computer programmer friend, and he put a hash exclamation point in his son's name, so it would command drop like the row if they were using.
What an asshole! But that's genius.
Yeah, it was dope. He got like, I wish my parents did that. I'm like, hey, son, you get straight A's. Sick.
We want to grade your test, but we can't find you anywhere
Or
in the
anybody in the
school's records.
class. I'm just gonna say you all got A's, so I don't get fired.
And thus the modern education system in America.
No, modern education system in America is based around the fact that schools were originally invented so children wouldn't steal from people while they worked because the world was just becoming industrialized. Most people used to work at home before the Industrial Revolution, so
They had to move out.
So they would just manage their kids. But then it's like, oh, now you got to go work in a factory. It's like, wait, my kid's a piece of shit. I can't leave him at home. So they're like, hey, you know what? We'll put your kids in a little pen. We'll give them food twice a day so they don't fucking complain. Boom, modern education system.
I have the overwhelming urge to say the word woke right now, so I'm just gonna go with.
Yeah, go for it.
Just gonna let that.
I mean, it's
stay-
pretty. I
stay
mean,
woke.
we all went to school in America. Why was there barbed wire? Really? Like, there's a door that lets me leave. The barbed wire was just. It was just there for intimidation. That's all it was there for. That's what prison's about.
The person using the theme to decorate got a little carried away.
Yeah, he's like, well, we have a lot of aluminum.
What goes well with aluminum?
How about grates? More aluminum.
Razor wire and.
How about safety glass? Harry switched over to Vega. Vega does pretty good with the chicks.
Yes, he does. Beautiful man.
Yeah. He's pretty good looking. But the real thing is because he's got all that money.
Is he? Is that? I don't know about. I don't know anything
I
about
mean-
his backstory. Is he a wealthy man?
Yeah, he's wealthy, and he's supposed to be American Psycho, but he's Spanish. He even looks like American Psycho. Haven't you seen his face, man? Come on.
Dude, when he has his mask off and he does the
Yeah,
Braveheart
that's
finish,
straight up.
terrifying.
That is straight up the face from that movie. You ever seen that movie?
Of course I've seen that movie.
Yeah, that movie's hilarious when he talks about Whitney Houston. He's like, man, I think A Man Loves a Woman's my favorite song. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Whitney Houston
Well,
song,
like
dude.
as he's taking an axe to a guy, he's talking about Huey Lewis. In the
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
like
I
right
really
before.
like Huey Lewis, man.
Definitely Christian Bale personifying everything about a sociopath that is interesting.
I don't know, man. Christian Bale could be anything in my head. I remember when he was doing a wannabe version of The Matrix called Fuck, I forgot what it was
Equilibrium.
called. Equilibrium.
Did
which
you
was
just call Equilibrium a wannabe?
that's what everybody called it at the time, but it's actually way better than the movie The Matrix.
Such a good movie.
It's basically just Fahrenheit 51
Yes.
with kung fu.
It's so good.
And then
Okay.
Taye Diggs is a terrible actor. He showcases off his worst acting ever in that movie.
Okay, I can't dispute that. However,
He literally you have no emotions, Taye Diggs. He smiles the whole time. He fucking shrugs. He goes, well, what are you gonna do, man? We gotta shoot people.
for those that don't know Equilibrium, please go watch that.
You gotta
movie.
go watch. The movie's really good. There's this whole scene where he does like this gun kung fu, and he's like standing in the middle of like 8 people.
Yeah, what was it called?
It's called the gun katas.
Was it?
Yeah, the gun katas.
Gun katas, that's right. And
Because
so
they
this
made
is-
them like samurais, you know, and they all dress like they're fucking like priests from like Spain or whatever.
Dude, they were called Grammaton Clerics. Is there a cooler title you could name?
I don't know what
yourself?
a grammaton is
I
though.
have no idea. I don't care. It
Is
sounds
that like
amazing.
a gravitron? Like I don't get it.
It's some fake sci-fi word that has some
Yeah.
weird thing. But dude, yeah, they were like the Iron Fist.
All right, I gotta go.
Sod has to go. Thank you, Tim, for jumping on commentary. I'm gonna keep talking about Equilibrium because that's like an amazing movie. Okay, so they're like the Iron Hand of whatever the dystopian future government is. They have guns that they use like weapons, kind of, but they do like a gun dance and they like murder hundreds of people at a time. They're just unstoppable badasses. It's amazing. Jason saying he had to watch Equilibrium for a college English class. Can I audit that class? I want to take that class. That sounds amazing. So yeah, that's Equilibrium, I guess. Shouts to everyone in chat. Man, FB's back. Dude, it's been like a month, I feel like, since we've seen you in chat. Shouts to you. Fincomatic. I don't know what that means. What does the prefix Finco mean? You're automatically Fincoing. Mystic Namjo, shout out to you. What's up, dude? Good to see you in chat. I saw some tweet of yours the other day that I thought was funny. I think I liked it. I can't remember. What's up? Of course, Sensei Pile Drive, Stephen Guy Wong. Hope you feel better, buddy. And Virgo Praz. Shouts to you guys in chat. Finch. Oh, sorry, Finch. I did not see the H, I don't think. Finchomatic. Okay, that makes sense. You're finching. Like the bird. Finch is a bird, right? I think so. Habizuki going up against Commander Jesse. And I believe, is this winners finals? We had kind of a small bracket. No, this is winners semis today. So we will be, this is still a best of 3. And what I'm curious to see is if Jesse wins, will Javi switch to his original namesake of Javi Rog. So far, Jesse making a good show, getting the stun. Big combos, not going to finish it. Didn't have meter though. Never mind, he couldn't have finished it. Side switch teleports, perfect KO. 7 golden letters. Finishing it with the Yoga Sniper. I think that's won him 3 or 4 rounds just so that we've seen on stream so far. Just looking back at chat here, I did not know that Dante's going to get nerfed in December Friends. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll open up 1 character slot for every person that plays that game. There we go. Big punish from Jesse there on the whiffed. Ren. I can't remember the name of that move. EX something. Oh, activate into the critical art, and I think that will take it. Definitely will take it. It's Javi Rog making the pixel comeback here. Starting off with his low forward confirm. He just loves that button. And if you're a Karen player, it makes sense.
Final round.
It is a hell of a kick.
Fight.
B skill to start it off. Dash forward. Offensive series here from Javi Rog. Jesse looking to stem the tide with that standing jab to anti-air. But the pressure is still on as he finds himself in the corner. Gets out with a nice V-trigger though. Switching sides, keeping him in the flame, but almost prioritizing positioning over the damage there, or potential damage I should say, from the Grey Life. Fluorescent moves here. I was going to say, we used to call EX moves in Street Fighter 4 buttery moves. Forgot what someone said last week for the orange colored moves. And once again, EX uppercut, betting it all there, but it working out for him. Habizuki going up game number 1 here. Is he going to take Karen all the way to the winners finals? And even possibly even grands finals?
Round 1.
Head nod from Jesse and we're back in. More buttons from Hobby Rog. He feels so comfortable hitting the buttons that Karen has in that space. Karen absolutely dominant at a certain range in this game. Has all the footsie tools necessary. Air-to-air challenge as well. Something you definitely have to establish against a Dalzen player. 3 throws in a row. Jesse, good defense. Not falling for the eventual frame trap after that. Buck Gorgeous cheering on Jesse in chat. He may not see your encouragement, but he definitely feels it. Jesse, the pride of the Valley, looking to finish it off here. He does with the overhead.
Round 2.
Hobby Rog, though, sitting on critical art, definitely wants to find an ability to cash that in. The entire time that you're not, the entire time you're at critical art, you're not building meter, right? So there's just some strategic reasons to not use it or save it or whatever. But majority of the time, if you have the opportunity, definitely want to. But he goes with the EX reversal instead, just to get the pressure off. Jesse going for that aerial pressure with B-skill. Ooh, had this crouch pierce there. Definitely didn't want that, but didn't pay too much for it. Hobby Rog, or Hobbyzuki, I should say, not following up with any combo. Air reset as well. Blocks the overhead. Shoulder connects. Look at that hitbox. It's so high. A throw in the corner. Scary stuff right now. Also entering chip range, I think. Or no, sorry. That's the other way. As Jesse takes game number 2, evening it up. Dying with 4 critical art. Definitely an unfortunate thing to see. I need to reset the scores. That one was disappeared. It is 1-1 in this best of 3. And the character select screen is our destination now. We should see if Hobbyzuki changes his name back to Hobby Rog. My hands are on the keyboard. I'm waiting. He's thinking about it. Deep in contemplation, looking down. Sticks with it. I don't have to do any editing on the stream at all. Final match here. Final game between these 2 players. And the winner of this will go on to winners finals. Waiting for the rest of the tournament to catch up. I'm going to go ahead and post the bracket in chat for you guys. Forgot to do that earlier. I apologize.
Fight.
Wow, interesting that didn't punish there. I wonder if there's like a recovery animation from Dalzen that looks kind of strange. It's weird, to say the least. Just using the V-trigger Ruckus to get through. Jesse, nice little shimmy into the V-trigger activate. So much fire on the screen right now. Hobby Rog, though, confident. Look at all that gray health. He's still in the offense. Is he going to find a way to let it recover, or is Jesse going to let it go? We shall see. The pressure's still on. Look at all of that gray health from Hobbyzuki right now, and it finally gets taken away. That jumping jab. The most damage that jab has ever done in this game. Ends it with a Yoga Sniper as well. I was saying earlier, Jesse has ended so many rounds today with that jumping jab, instant overhead.
It's like his go-to, man. He does that shit all the time.
Definitely a good tool. Not as good as it was in 4, when the button for the instant overhead was a Fierce.
I didn't play 4 as a shitty game.
Opinions are things. Anyways, Hobbyzuki having Jesse in the corner, using his reversal to keep him in the corner there, offensively using it. Interesting to see that from players from time to time. Big crush counter. Oh, goes for the shimmy.
Damn, he got it too. It worked. He just missed.
And this is the final round. It's 1-1 right now.
How about you take a snapshot of these fools sweating?
The pressure is on.
Yeah. Oh no, Jesse, why?
Jesse definitely at a disadvantage when it comes to the meter right now.
Oh no, Jesse, why?
Didn't confirm though.
Oh, he got that throw though. Oh no. Oh, they both got super now? Now it's retarded. Oh no, never mind. He said
Jesse
it all.
almost getting the he baits out the EX reversal.
Hobby driving all the way out here for nothing. Jesus, the fight's over.
Jesse coming back losing the first game and then taking it 2 after that. He'll be waiting in winners finals, or he's going to be facing
JD
in winners finals right now. So we're probably going to do some loser stuff while we're
Wow,
waiting.
JD is in winners finals, dude. JD, Jesse.
In the meantime, going back to
Now
the
we got
losers.
now we got
side of the
Harry
bracket,
Tim.
I don't know who signed up. I don't know if he signed up as, or did you do this?
What?
He's in Brachion as Gatekeeper.
No, he changed his name to Gatekeeper.
very
His
good.
name's Gatekeeper Tim now.
We will put it on the stream then.
Tekken Tim's the only guy who changed his name more than me. I think there's like one other guy who changed his name more than me. But Tim definitely does it a lot. He goes from game to game, scene to scene, era to era. Like he will just go, that is my name, Tim.
He's a vagrant. He's a Ronin.
No, I wouldn't
No,
say
he's
he's
no
like
master.
I wouldn't say he's some bum or something, but I do say he does change his name from time to time.
Time to time. Can be known by many monikers, many names, many aliases.
But always Tim. Always Tim right
There's
there.
something
Yeah, always
conserved.
Tim. Yeah.
It's like in Final Fantasy games where the engineer's always named Sid.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that's only in the American version. Sid and Biggs.
You're thinking of Biggs and
Dro, right? Big Dro?
no. There's 2 guys that are
No, I'm pretty sure it's Big Dro, dude.
Biggs and something. I know what you're talking about. No, but the Sid is always, no matter what the style
Oh.
or the regionality, I should say. We're going right into it. Tim, of course, with his Urian, and Gamer Harry going with Vega instead of Akuma. What do you think about that?
You know, I don't know how good Akuma is in this matchup.
Lower health.
No, it's just like, what's it called? Urian, he has like the tools to deal with like the jump in, fireball. He has tools against all that stuff.
Right.
So it's like, you might as well just play with what you're better with when you have to play like a pretty even matchup.
Gotcha. Yeah, good point you bring up. Harry, of course.
But
playing-
Tim's taking care of business. He just beat me.
Yes, he's doing a lot of work. Read that
Yeah.
command throw, neutral jumped and punished it with a full combo. EX headbutt started off as well, not giving any care in the world.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Urian's got like the strongest meaty game in the game. I think, I don't know, maybe Cammy.
Definitely contender.
Yeah, his is really up there. He's got chains that go to overhead and overhead combos to V trigger.
Ugh.
He's just really got all the tools that he needs.
It's a whole thing.
No, he's a good character. That's what good characters are in this game. They got everything.
Right.
And he's one of those.
Another EX headbutt.
Yeah.
Picking the right time to do that. Activate.
Oh, he missed it. Flip
Interesting.
through it.
Yeah, good view reversal. But the slide.
He got
was
sucked
odd.
in. Yeah, you get sucked in if you do that.
That was weird. It was almost like it was hitting him on seeming like the other side.
Yeah, it's so funny because this is the first game where like the reflector sucks you in instead of pushes you out.
Yeah.
It's like,
Definitely counterintuitive based on its name. You would
yeah, I
consider
know. You think it would push you away, but you know what are you gonna do?
It bounces and vacuums. That's what it does.
Oh, full jump in right there.
Harry not really
Harry
successful in
keeping
starting
him out.
offense.
He caught the neutral jump.
He's gotta
Oh,
start beating
another.
those EX headbutts, right?
You know, it's hard to do because the option select's usually on the first jab, so the second jab's gonna be a risk to begin with.
There, finally gets a fierce into the sky. Another one. Did
Nice
roar
to the
edge
low.
thing.
Oh, and he landed it.
he
He's
said
landed every single one.
Yes.
And he got the overhead to the
4 for 4, I believe.
V trigger. That's the shit everybody wants to see right there. Oh, nice.
Gamer Harry, a couple of jumps trying to get the
Oh,
pressure
didn't
off
get.
of
He
him.
tried to go for air throw. He didn't get it.
Ooh, had the counter hit confirm into jab at point blank range there.
Oh yeah, the jab's pretty dirty in this one.
Opening up this part of the stage.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I want it. Is that a brothel woman right there? Because that's definitely that dude right there definitely looks like a dude who would go to a brothel. Not exactly the. I don't know. He looks like he plays a lot of Street Fighter home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Street Fighter 5.
He also seems very annoyed that all of a sudden they're in his space now.
Yeah. He's like, hey man, I was trying to use this coupon here, man. Now she's embarrassed. Did you say coupon instead of coupon? Have you always? Is it because you knew that people? Because I was taught it was always coupon, and then someone's like, you know, the correct way is coupon. Oh, so you always thought coupon, and then you went for coupon. Really? I always say. I mean, I don't say coupon. I don't really actually use them or anything. Whatever happened to just like promo code? And that's our shit now. You got that promo code? Do you say promotional code? Do you say promotional code? There's nothing eloquent about the Regal, dude. Yeah, sorry, bro. They got a little too many matinees at 6 a.m. You can't have the word Regal and Early Bird Special in the same sentence. It doesn't make sense. Commander Jesse takes it with Vega. Yeah, he takes game. Actually, from what I told before I ever met Jesse, Jesse always shaved his beard. He didn't start growing his beard until Street Fighter V. So you know what he looks like, man. Why don't you just describe him?
I do, but I'm curious if people, if we were to...
Can you show me who's in the chat? Let me take a quick look at this. Yeah, all these fuckers know what Jesse looked like. It's a moot point, you know. Jesse looks pretty much like how he does now, except shaved. You kind of trip out how big his lips are, though. I mean, Hellfire trips out a lot about that. Or which? All right, he got the low, do the full damage. Comes the reset, and then he's gonna throw the next one. Gets it. It's tough, man. Well, it's just tough because you can go stand medium punch to low medium kick on counter hit. That will work, you know. So. Oh, he got the dizzy too? Oh no, he's saving it. Oh, this is death. Oh, no super? Gamer Harry's just hella greedy. We should call him Greedy Harry. Get the V reversal, got out of there. That's still better than taking that. At least you don't get the reset. That's way better. Oh, now he's dead. That is insane damage right there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a tough break because Urian really just can back off the whole time there. True. But I guess if he went Akuma, he could have just thrown medium kick out after he knew that he wasn't going to do a meaty. Can't really do that with Vega because Vega got slow mediums. Yeah. His medium punches, medium kicks are actually pretty slow. Yeah. The standing medium kick also very low range on that. So I guess you're right. Harry should have gone Akuma and it wouldn't have worked out long. Well, hindsight, as they say. 50-50. Is definitely 50-50. Right? I believe that is the phrase. Yeah. For all of those of you joining us now, if you don't know, we are Game Realms in Burbank, California. This is our Street Fighter V weekly. This tournament is the second to last for the year. Next week is going to have no tournaments of any kind because of the Thanksgiving holiday. And then on the 28th, there will be the final tournament of the year, which will have a $200 pot bonus. Give thanks. Give thanks to Game Realms. Game Realms, indeed. You can follow us at Game. And you, Cowboy Neil, with a new website. I don't know if you guys have checked it out. www.http://GAME- not the underscore shit, realms.com. That is it. You can also follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. My name is Neil, a.k.a. Space and Cowboy, a.k.a. Salvation Army Sajam. When you need an announcer, but you don't want to pay full price, that's this guy. And I'm joined by... I didn't know you played KI, man. Oh, because Sajam plays KI. I got it. Yeah. I got it. I've played what was the original? Was it originally on SNES? Was that the first port? No, the first one was an arcade, but it was in the N60 version of the arcade. Yeah.
I played that a little bit, but that was back when who the hell knew what special moves were and that whole thing.
Oh.
Did you jump on KI at all?
Yeah, I actually kind of rocked ass back in KI. I used like a broken characters. I used TJ Combo. I used Saberwolf. In the arcade, I used Cinder.
Cinder, that guy.
No, because in the arcade, Cinder had an infinite. So, back in those days, people had infinite time. Remember? Like the arcades would put infinite time.
Oh, you could?
No, like they would just have it sometimes, because people didn't care back then.
Right.
So I would just do, because if you land Shoryuken combos into Shoryuken forever with Cinder in the arcade. So I would just do that, and I would just like, okay, I'm just gonna see how long I can do it for, and whoever I played would just like go, oh man, this is so cool. You're doing like a 99 hit combo. And the best part is that the combo counter would go like to 3 digits, so you could really go for 1,000.
Damn, 1,000 reps.
Yeah.
Sure use.
But after 100 hits, you didn't take any more life. It was just literally just a time waster.
Dead body infinites in Marvel 2 and things like that. Or the Gambit trick. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. Oh
Dude,
my
that was
god.
so tight.
See ya. Yeah. So bad. So bad.
Ron Siegel coming off to a great start here against Habizuki. Hot dog on the head.
My boy Ron Siegel, Ron Siegel, he's got some shit. He does the mix-ups. He's a little too mix-up crazy, but
the fact that he has them, the fact that he shows them off is great, right? Character specialist.
I always tell him, like, he's actually a really good player. He just needs to play lamer. If he played lamer, he would just do so much better. Because Fang's actually, like, one of the lamest characters in the game. People say that he's really bad, but goddamn, if you play him right, he is just fucking lame.
Yes, agreed.
It's like, oh yeah, jab, fierce. That's the one time you can be reversal for like 6 moves. And then you have to put up with all that crap again.
Advancing plus frames,
Yeah.
advancing plus frames.
I mean, I play Bison, I can't say shit.
That's
But
your psycho axis.
yeah, I can't say shit, but his shit, man. Ooh. Some of his nonsense is just pretty crazy.
Habizuki saving
That's
the meter
plus.
as well.
That's plus 2. That's plus and low profile.
Oh, does an anti-air. Good throw break from Javi.
Javi wants to save his meter. He doesn't want to.
Oh,
Javi literally grit his teeth. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe I got
a little
hit by
lull to
this.
sleep there was a double command.
I did the
dash
little gamma.
forward.
I did the gamma right there. Sorry.
Double command dash forward into low. Interesting
Ron
stuff from
Siegel
Ron Siegel
laughing
there.
in Javi's face, literally telling him how he got him. Javi's oh my god, the commentary just keeps coming.
Which
Javi, you just got tripped up, man. It's okay.
At this point is the Rotten Siegel special explaining to his opponents how he beat
I wish
them.
I could do that. I'd be like, hey Jesse, this is why you lost. But no, instead I lose. It doesn't work when you lose.
You bring a different form of charisma that I think everyone appreciates. You're very, very animated. when it comes
I don't
to
think
your-
some people don't. I don't think Dank Dills appreciates me.
Wait, what? Yes, I do.
Dude, you've never bought me Lucas from the Ice Cream Man, dude. I know where you live. They got hella Ice Cream Man, dude.
You never
And
asked,
elotes,
bro.
man.
You never asked. All you gotta do is ask.
One Lucas, please, Wednesday.
Definitely.
Yes.
You guys heard it. It's on stream. That's official. It's a
Yeah.
verbal binding contract.
He owes me 35 cents.
Oh, Javi has switched to Balrog, so it's time to change that name.
Oh, Javi, you can't change your name and then change characters, dude. That's
He is back to his original
What is that?
Javi Rog. Did not feel confident in doing that run back.
Sergeant Jesse. Then he'd be using Dawson from SF4 because Dawson was trash in SF4.
Poor Sabin. Poor who was YHC Mochi was also a great Dalton player in that game.
Yeah, I know, but like even if you were great with Dawson in that game, you got you nowhere.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, it didn't pay dividends.
Oh my! Speaking of paid dividends,
Yes. Fight money is now officially.
I don't know if Javi invests in the stock market, but he definitely invests in Tap. That was some crazy shit. I know
Yeah,
he's
level-
clean. I know he lives close to Arrowhead Mountain Springwater, so maybe he does invest in Tap.
Maybe yes.
Yeah.
Wants the purest of drinking waters running through.
Oh,
his,
look at that bullshit! What do you do there?
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. Pulling out the combo video stuff
Oh my god, no overhead.
here. If
All right,
Jess is
Javi.
watching, he might want to take some notes. Some long delayed projectile hits here. Trades into combos, etc.
Alright. Javi's just like, I can tap here, and here.
Well, and this is
And
funny,
here.
It's almost the beginning
And
of what
here.
we were talking about, playing lane there, keeping him in the corner. But then Ron Siegel decides to go in.
Yeah, I know. He'll work on it. Or maybe he's like me. I just try to have fun. Don't want to play too crazy. So like you gotta just like have fun. That's the beauty when you watch Javi play too, man. He's just fucking having fun. He is. You go like, hey Javi, why'd you do that? It's like, well, You know, fuck it.
Javi, why'd you final tap twice in a row?
I know, fuck it, right? Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I got 2 extra buttons on my controller.
Fucking worked twice, why the fuck not? Oh, man.
Interesting pressure from Mountain Seagull. Spending
Yeah,
a lot of
Seagull,
mana to get in.
he just really, because, you know,
Thrown out of it,
the only
unfortunately.
true low move that Balrog has is low roundhouse, low medium kick. Those are unsafe on block.
Right,
so,
the
you know,
target combo.
so if you low profile him, it is just kind of get to just do whatever. You
This
get a low
time-
profile that?
Yes, this time Rotten Seagull blocking the tap.
Yeah.
But is there another one right around the corner? I guess we'll
There it
see.
is.
Look at that mix-up.
What do you do there? That is, oh my god.
The
Rotten Seagull takes out
Javi, the artist
Javi
formerly known as
Zuki?
Javi Zuki.
You gonna leave, man?
He will still be here, still in the physical
Then
form.
see, that's
but
what I like about Javi. He's still smiling.
having a good time.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, you know what? At least I'm out here in Burbank, feeling good.
And it looks like Seagull's going to stay on the stream station.
Oh,
as
we got
have
Tim
Gatekeeper
versus
Tim
Seagull now.
coming up. You're getting some praise from Twitch chat here. Classico FGC giving the dank signs for Assad on the mic.
Oh, well, you know. Thanks, Classico.
No surprises here. We all know.
I just did in the parking lot, just so you know, man.
He just promoted his dank brand. Yes, that is what we're doing here. Have you taken ownership of that brand, or is it more of like
I do
a
own
collective sort of-
teamdank.myshopify.com. I did skin it. I did make little rubber wristbands,
Okay,
but I never got to like really mass producing them.
bummer.
I-
That makes them scarce. That makes them rare.
Well, the whole
valuable.
thing is I need someone like because I'm not that popular. You know, I only have like 200 friends on Twitter. You need like, you know, at least 2,000, 3,000.
Kinda get that, like, production ball
No, you just
rolling.
gotta get a ball rolling.
Yeah.
I guess I could try. I guess I'll try to network more this year. It shouldn't be too hard. Like if honestly, if you go to any major, you go like, hey, can I have your Twitter? Can I have your Twitter? You could probably do that 100 times. Do that 100 times for 30 events. That's 4,000 people. You know.
Good point. Yeah, Classico FGC also saying we need those Team Dank shirts, bro.
I mean, I'll bring them out, man. It's just I really do want it to like work.
Bring them out.
I don't want it just to happen and then like it just like goes, oh yeah, that was cool, I guess.
Needs to have a lasting impact, a legacy.
Yeah. I want to be Red Bull. I don't want to be balls. How's that for a reference?
That's a hell of a reference. Wow.
Trying to be Red Bull, not balls.
I was gonna say my go-to abstract energy drink is Jolt Cola. Remember that?
Oh yeah, Jolt was it was okay.
I
You
think
know,
it's still around. If
one
you
of
like
the sodas that was gone that was actually really good was
KO, by the way, Rotten Seagull on
hey,
fire right now.
hey Rotten Seagull, man.
What's up, Crash Override?
Hey
Good to
man,
see you,
I know
buddy.
you think it's nothing, dude, but
I
come
see
on,
you in chat.
it's some shit. With Surge, man. Surge
I remember
really
that.
was good. It was actually really good soda, and they got rid of it because some dude claimed he like was having seizures on it or some bullshit like that. You know what, dude? I used to do drugs and I had seizures on purpose, dude. So it's like, why you gotta take away everybody's fun?
Yeah, just because you had the double hit on that firewall there.
I know,
Everything.
crazy off the throw, right? Seagull's got some moves, man.
This bag of tricks here, staying in front to get
Yeah,
this
I know.
mix-up. That's a second active frame link too on that.
Yeah,
on
I
that
know.
Stan Pierce. Like this is insane.
And that's game one.
That is game one, just like that. This is losers semi, so it's still out of 3.
Hey Seagull, you still just super diamond, right? Yeah, that's a super diamond right there, everybody.
Super Diamond Fong, guys.
To get Ultra, you got to win 70% of the time. And then Masters, 80%.
Wow. Tough requirements there. As we go into the second game, let's see if Gatekeeper Tim can fulfill his role.
Yeah, he's doing the meaty jab combos, man. He's got him. If I was younger, I'd look up to Ron Siegel, but I'm not, so I don't. Oh my god, how do you do that,
Oh
dude?
no, it doesn't get much damage off of that.
Yeah, I told you, man. Ron Siegel knows his stuff, bro. He's definitely someone we gotta make like a highlight reel of. This dude doesn't shit.
Another perfect. Is it possible? No, this time EX shoulder.
No, it's okay.
Comeback potential,
Oh,
possibly
Tim,
for your
Tim
end?
with the comeback right now. Oh, try to get the reset.
Is that an air reset off of that?
No,
second?
no, it's just a non-combo reset. It's like one of the cooler resets he's got.
What the heck?
All right, so this is
match point.
yeah, this is match point for Rotten Siegel. See
Bit
what
of a-
happens.
Bit of a crowd gathering. I feel like
We actually got a crowd here. We got
Fong
we
brings
got
the
we got
hype.
Leo. We got Jesse. Jesse trying to scope out his competition right now. You know, he's not having fun with it. You're damn sure.
If you had a reason, also speaking of things to come down to Game Realm for, you can get sets in with this terror of a Fong.
It's fucking hard.
Because really, how else do you learn this? Like,
I mean,
you
I play
learn-
against Ron Single a lot, and I have a lot of trouble keeping up with the mix-ups.
Yeah,
It's like,
get it.
did you know you're plus even if you block that right there? You know,
Yeah, he's
the roll's plus, dude. It's plus.
Yeah, people, this is a bit of almost a guide for dummies right now. Tim
Yeah.
shaking his head. I think he agrees with the general sentiment
Yeah.
in the room. What do you do against this Fong?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey,
Oh no, we gotta play winners first. So you're off.
yeah, get off, Siegel.
It's gonna be winners finals. Commander Jesse versus JD.
Hey, man, give me a water, dude.
You
Give me
don't-
another one. I'm thirsty.
I don't get the waters. You gotta ask Will.
Yeah, you ask Will. I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Because I'm not the one who fucking comes here and be on camera on the microphone and shit. I'm just here and I fucking bum it. Okay?
That doesn't follow at all. Anyways, okay, let's segue back into where we are, what we're doing. Game Realms, Burbank, California, Street Fighter V weekly tournament. This is the second to last tournament of the year. And hey, while you're in the area,
Oh,
November
yeah.
24th to 25th.
Here. I'll read the bulletin, dude.
Go for it.
This
just
November
in.
November 24th, we got a Black Friday sale. I don't know if you have to camp out for this or not, but it's definitely at 137 Victory Boulevard in Burbank, California, otherwise known as Game Realms. Come here. Game Realms probably has like the best deals on classic games that I know of.
They have a lot of
Pretty
sales.
much everywhere around here.
They have a lot of sales. Speaking of some of the ones coming up on that.
Yeah, all the used games are 20. Damn, I'm actually gonna go. All the used games are 25% off.
All used games, 25% off. Select new games are 15 to 50%
50% off. So if you guys want Metal Gear Solid 5
Thinking, and then what's
for
that,
PC,
that last line there, I think, is the most enticing to me.
T-shirts, art books, keychains, that one, or
They've-
so come on down to Game Realms. Which one? Which is the last?
The former.
The first last line. Okay, first last line. T-shirts, art books, keychains, jewelry, and all that shit. 20% off.
They've got. I don't know if you guys have been around to the store. They've got some cool swag here.
You know what? The coolest thing that Game Realms got here is they got hella shirts, and they're posted up as posters.
Yep.
Just like that's what, because you know me, like I'm like a 3X, you know, a 4X, so I can't really buy gamer shirts. It's not gonna happen. You know, me and Asian people, we don't get along like that.
Well, and so the other thing about their shirts that I like too is that I don't like shirts that are essentially just like advertisements for what the game is, right?
Yeah.
Whereas just a shirt that just says Street Fighter.
No, they got actual like art.
Art.
Some of it's like fan art, but all the shirts are pretty well printed.
Very
I'd
cool
say really actually.
Yeah.
And they don't use that weird ass stretchy bullshit cotton. They got the good cotton.
Good cotton, high quality cotton,
Yeah.
high quality shirts. As we're gonna head into our winners final, which is gonna be a best out of 5.
Yeah.
Both players at the character select screen.
Jesse doing the classic Team Dank move, trying to sweet up your competition. Yeah, we're friends, but you know, this is for money actually.
Internally, there's a fire raging inside his head.
No, there's no fire, but he's like, you know, you make the dude friendly. He's like, oh yeah, that's fun. We're having fun.
Oh, play a little possum, lowers defenses a bit.
I don't know about possum, dude. That's weird.
What's weird about possums?
Oh, isn't that like when like you aren't possums the ones that like play dead and shit?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're trying to keep it live though. You're trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm your
Friendly.
buddy.
Play Southern Hospitality. And then
Yeah,
get him
those
nice
fucking
and
yeah. You know those fools weren't actually nice.
just putting on a show.
I don't
Charlatans,
know.
all of them.
I don't know how nice he really is. I saw him just buy a hurricane in the fucking drive-thru. He's probably a douche.
I can't. This is.
He likes Earnhardt, but not Earnhardt Jr.
Never have I heard such excellent banter about Southern people. These are some excellent references.
Shout out to all the homies in Mississippi, man. I miss you guys.
Mizzo State.
In Biloxi, that's where my homies are from, Biloxi. You
Shout
know,
outs to the homies. Yes.
I like the way Jesse plays because he goes really ham on the buttons. Like he just slams them. I used to do that too. That's arcade era shit.
Yes, definitely.
Because you don't take care of it because you're like, man, they're gonna change them if I break them. So you want to break them faster.
Well, and not only that, but like they could be broken now, so I gotta make sure that button gets hit.
Yeah, like
Right?
me, like I know mine are still just like blah.
Right. But if you,
I hear you mock me from time to time when you go, oh, Zod, he's playing like Donkey Kong. I fucking hated that game, dude.
you didn't like Donkey Kong?
No, it was trash. It was a trash game for trash people.
It had bongos as a peripheral. How dare
Or you could play Beat Mania, which came out at the same time.
Could you play Beat Mania with bongos?
You could play with the bongos.
Okay. I was gonna say.
But would you really want to? No, you want to play with the little DJ thing.
I want to play every game with bongos.
No, you go to a drum circle, dude. But you can go to the lame one where they let everybody play.
Isn't that the worst? Where they don't like reel anyone back? You're like, dude, you're not doing.
Yeah, no, come on, like you don't know how to play. They're like, no, hit this, yeah, keychain. You get to hit the keychain. Thanks, man. I'm really glad my trip to Venice is really had with these people who don't live around here. Bye.
Shoutouts to Venice feet. Oh my god.
Shoutouts to the Venice locals who put up with all that shit.
Kind people in general, I would imagine. As Jesse goes up first game here.
I mean, if my rent was like $15,000 a month, I would not put up with that shit.
That's a different form of gatekeeping, I think. As we went up 1-0
Jesse takes game one.
Most impressive part of that for me.
JD having fun with it, getting reeled in by Jesse's fucking Team Tank tactics.
Plan is going accordingly.
Yeah, working out really good.
JD, though, most impressive part of that match to me was him blocking both of the instant overheads. From
Yeah, he did. But that, Jesse kind of does it a lot. So you kind of see it coming. But if it was a serious game, I don't think he would do it. I think he would just relax. But, we're playing for fun, man. It's a local.
Cammy, I feel like a character.
Man, if you can't have fun with your locals, man, goddamn.
Yeah, where can you have fun? Shoutouts to the guy. I think it was like a couple months ago. There was a tweet that was going around where a guy was like, "Why would I make friends at like a local?" Or like,
I don't know, because those are your friends, dude. You know when two people have like fucking common interests, they happen to be friends.
I want to know that.
No way, man. My friends are the only ones who are Elite Hacksaw Clan in fucking Halo 2.
How about just talk to people and let it happen? Like, don't like.
Actually, dude, don't talk to me.
Well, I mean, we have a top player.
What's that dude's name?
Who? Oh, the don't talk to me guy?
Yeah.
In the FGC? What are you talking about?
Dog?
Whoa!
Hey, Ryan Hart's here. That's pretty dope.
He was. Someone summoned him in Twitch chat, and apparently he has arrived.
You want to talk to this dude?
I don't want to blow it up if he doesn't want to be on stream or anything, but.
Yeah, Ryan Hart, everybody.
Ryan Hart is here, guys. A little bit late for the tourney, but I heard people were assuming you would be in the area because of Dropkick. Or was there yesterday? Yeah. How did you like that? How's your experience there? Yes, you can grab it. You can hold it there. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it was great. It was, one of my main things about going to these other tournaments is just to support the community, see all the young and upcoming talent, and kind of just be a part of that movement. And I'm here for work with ESL, and. Nice. Yeah, so because I'm in the area, I thought I'd just go around to all the local weekly events and see what's going on. So I thought I'd go to Drop yesterday and then here today at Game Realms.
Excellent to hear. I think you sort of touched on one of the themes that we hear Jesse talk about. We kind of try to exaggerate here at Game Realms is that the strength of a tight-knit community, especially at the local level, you find people that are really good at certain things of the game that can make you better.
Yeah,
and then you build yourself up, they build you up, and then you kind of, all of a sudden you have an area like, I mean, it took SoCal a while, it has a lot of history, but you have these kind of pockets in America, pockets in Europe, that are just creating amazing players.
Yeah, of course.
Seemingly coming out of nowhere, but really it's that grassroots community that does it.
Yes, so there's a power in having an offline community that is unparalleled. It's seriously a priceless thing to have, and it's something you won't understand the power of until you don't have it anymore.
Right.
And I'm definitely the perfect specimen to give examples of that, because I've gone through a stage in my life recently where I haven't had an offline community. And people do say you are only as strong as your local community. And if you don't have that offline circuit, it does affect you when you want to go into tournament gameplay and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, these guys, what you guys are all doing each week is really, really potent for the fans, for the the avid Street Fighter players that want to get into a game as well. It's always talked about these days how everything's automated. Like, you call a company and it's just a robot that you speak to.
Right.
You want to have that human interaction, and offline communities offer that. You can go to a place and you can talk to someone about your problems. You can say, like, I'm traveling, I'm suffering from this, like, or I can't do this combo on the trials. Can you give me some advice?
Right.
Shouldn't always be about loading up a YouTube tutorial. Shouldn't always be about logging into a forum. You should be able to go somewhere locally and talk to a friendly face that knows what you're going through.
If I could fit that into a tweet and retweet it every day, that was excellent. That is just wise words here. And so yeah, appreciate that, and also much thanks to you for taking that time, especially with work. You're traveling. You're like, I'm sure you don't have much time. Taking that time to go to these local events and really sort of reinforcing that idea.
Yeah. Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I mean, I myself definitely came up through the benefits of having a community myself, and I know that like a lot of the results, you do see one person on a podium lifting a trophy, but that is a collaborative effort, you know. It's not just that one mind, that one person's two hands. It's a lot of different elements coming together that allows that to become a possibility.
That's such a cool way to think about it. When you think about, like, I often joke and call Jesse the pride of the valley, you know? and it's sort of that cool thing of, like, everyone that has played against him, everyone that has run sets night after night with him can take some sort of, like, I helped in some small way to see him on that, to see him double perfect Mago or something.
Right.
Him do something like that.
Yeah.
You actually came up earlier. Someone was asking if you were in chat, and we mentioned the possibility of Sagat coming.
Yeah, I'm really excited about seeing him back because next year, I've already been speaking to a couple of people about it, but I do want to play a bit more seriously this year. People know as well, and kind of like from the middle of last year, I kind of haven't been playing, 100%. But from next year, I do want to start getting back into it a bit more, and Sagat would just complement that a lot more if I had him back, because I know that I would put in a lot more energy. I'd be, I would feel that I had my place back in terms of character role. So yeah, that would fit my build perfectly.
Yeah, one of the things I played much more 4 than 5, and one of the things that I loved watching was your Sagat play. And I hope that they make Sagat. I want to see, because like this game, I think it's no surprise, much more offensive kind of oriented than Street Fighter 4.
Of course, yeah.
And I would love to see them make Sagat a character that you could sort of have that playstyle again.
Yeah, definitely.
That beautifully surgical, like every spacing, fireball pressure, shoryuing every jump in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited as well to see that character. And
yeah, Sagat has always been that clinical character, hasn't he? Right from his first inception. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because I'm actually all eyes wide open to see exactly how they're going to implement him into the game, because it's not going to be this zoning warfare. It's not going to be Guile, with Tiger Shots. It's going to be different.
Yep.
And I'm really, really interested and intrigued to see. I have a bunch of questions already. I'm super inquisitive about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But whatever they do to him, I do hope he has a creative element that allows me to express myself, because I do feel that that's where, as a player, I shine. And I would like to have room to kind of exercise that there, And I hope it's not just learn one format and then that's the best way you can play him and that's it. Which is sometimes the case.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's been, you've essentially...
you've got Nikali, who's a perfect example of that in this game. He's a super strong character if used with X and Y tools.
Right. No, you've summarized a lot of my feelings about this game perfectly. Like, I wish there was that more... And this could be very unfair of me, but when I used to watch 4, I feel like I could not see any names on anything, and I would watch a player and go, I know who that is.
Yeah, right.
Whereas this game, I don't follow it as much, I guess, or maybe it's just not as widespread yet. But I feel like I can't do that as easily in this game.
Right.
So yeah, I'd love to be able to see. I think they sort of maybe put their toes in the water with Manat with that, where it's like, this is an unconventional character.
Yeah.
It's got a V-trigger that's all sorts of strange things going on, and I would love to see that with Sagat. For all of you that are in chat, we don't have too many tonight, but if you guys have questions for Ryan Hart, please put him in chat. He'll be here for a little bit. Don't want to monopolize all of your time or anything, but
that's fine.
Yeah, speaking of getting new players into the game, what got me into Street Fighter 4 was that some friends were playing it, but then I sort of did some internet searching, found stuff around, and then I would listen to the Gutex Street Fighter podcast back in the game. Yeah. And he had you and
Zach Bennett.
That's right.
Zach Bennett. Yeah.
Dude, I remember that podcast. And I think going back to the local scene thing, you guys were kind of talking about. I don't remember if it was happening then, but it was either you or Zach that expressed some difficulty in finding local competition at the time, or maybe it was like for a different game or something.
Right.
But had you moved to a different area, or what made it so that you didn't have the opportunity to have?
Yeah, I moved I moved not only to a different area but to a different country.
Oh,
so
geez.
the full landscape, the full terrain had changed, which meant that the local community was a bunch of completely different people. Of course, there is an element of passion in the players that I do have locally, but there's all different things that fold into it. Like maybe they're busy, they have different lifestyles, they have different flowcharts in how what they do in their week. So. And also, the area doesn't have a weekly tournament. So it's not like you can practice during the week and then prepare for this weekly encounter with these local guys.
Right.
I didn't have that anymore. And I'd grown accustomed to having that. It was standard to have that. I didn't know life without having that.
Right.
So, being just like taken out of this area and been put into a new place was a really different experience for me. And it changed everything. It changed the way I had to think about the game, and it changed the way I had to train. Like, how do I train now? I only know how to train when I'm training for certain people. But how do I train when I don't have anyone to actually prepare for specifically? How do I keep my level high? All these different things. So it becomes a lot more of a research thing, where you're going on YouTube, looking at matches, watching tournament streams. Like, this becomes a lot bigger then. And that was part of my experience.
Buck Gorgeous has some questions for you.
Okay.
What are you working on for ESL? If it's okay to share.
Yeah, it's a very public event. I'm working on IEM Oakland. It's a really, really big Counter-Strike and PUBG event hosted by ESL in the Oakland area.
Nice.
The group stage is happening at the Intel Esports Arena here in Burbank, and that's why we're here now.
Very cool.
And so, on Friday I fly out from Burbank Airport, and that's going to be to go to the Oakland area where we're going to be setting up at the Oracle Arena for the playoffs on Saturday and Sunday.
Nice.
So it's a big 2 weeks.
Yeah, Oracle Arena's huge.
Yeah, I've never been there before. I'm quite excited actually.
Very cool.
So it's going to be hype, and I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. And of course, I'm always interested in understanding different communities. And then PUBG, it's a brand new breakthrough game of the year.
So popular.
And then Counter-Strike, been around for decades, and still really, really massive. So, but again, it has its pros, it has its up-and-coming players, it has its average players, it has its research people, and it's a growing community as well.
Absolutely.
So going into those fields and seeing how everyone is different has really been a fun learning process for me.
Yes. And I think I've sort of watched other esports grow from a distance, and it's always kind of sort of makes me in the same vein of losing something makes you appreciate it. Always makes me appreciate how I think unique the FGC can be.
Yeah,
with things. The difference between the Counter-Strike culture started from there were PC lands, but also it's really online. Who's the best on the server?
Yeah,
versus
exactly.
who's the best in the arcade.
Yeah,
And that sort of
yes,
feelings and things like that.
There is definitely that. There's definitely a lot of that.
Yeah. And then Bucker Gorgeous also asks, who is your pick for Capcom Cup? If you have.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. There's a lot of top contenders. We've seen waves, we've seen the punk wave, we're kind of seeing the Tokido wave right now.
Yep.
We've seen before that, I think because it's Street Fighter 5 we're discussing it, even dates back to 2016 when we've seen Momochi have his stride of dominance. We've seen so many of the people that will be there in the top 32 that have had these dominant phases of kind of looking like no one could beat them, you know?
Yeah.
And then we've seen Xian this year, who was super impressive with his Fang in the first year for Street Fighter 5, and has now picked up, undeniably a top tier character. So it's going to be interesting to see. He got his points early, that premier win, final round, that was really, really good. And we haven't seen as much from him. So he's also a dark horse in that respect, where you don't know exactly what he's going to come with. Of course, he's won some ranking events more recently, but, with that said, he is a research monster,
Yes.
And he will do his homework. I'm getting a phone call. I don't know who's calling me.
No worries. As Rotten Seagull takes the first game in this losers finals, this is also a best of 3. I don't know if you guys could hear that on the mic, but Azad was recoiling in shock and surprise and wonderment at the mix-ups that Seagull's been able to provide us with this tournament so far. I mean, just...
What's the stream link so I can...
stream link is... I think it's just game-realms. Give me a sec.
Are you up? Good to see you, man.
It's game_realms.
Okay.
Thank you, appreciate that. Rotten Seagull, I mean, this is, and tying it all back to this theme that we've been talking about so far, Rotten Seagull is a perfect example of a very strong Fong player that we have here. and being a character that you won't see a lot online.
Right.
You won't see a lot in general, just because of that lower representation. And he's just the nicest guy in the world. He'll beat you with some mix-up you've never seen before, and he'll just explain to you, like, oh, no, but when I do this, you have to block.
That. That's nice. That's nice. I never got that coming up. It was always like, what did I do wrong with it? Oh, I don't know. You just got unlucky, man. But then you clearly know they're not telling you stuff.
Right.
Yeah, no, those were the days, like, it was a bit more cutthroat when you grew up in the arcade community, because
Definitely.
everything you knew was an advantage. There wasn't frame guides back then. There wasn't, tutorials on games. There wasn't even training mode on games. There probably wasn't even a console version of your favorite game.
Right.
So you couldn't go home and just sit there and work out what poke beats that poke. You couldn't do any of that.
Yeah.
It was literally learn it on the fly in the arcade, or put in money when no one's playing, and kind of like man both joysticks and work out what to do like that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot harder then. The process for learning was way more difficult and way more time consuming.
Yes. Well, and also talking about the ways that communities can be different with their origins and the original restraints under them. I think that idea of like you have to learn on the fly,
Right.
with an arcade, finds itself relevant in the ability, the need to adapt
Yes.
mid-match.
Yeah.
Like you could be playing a tournament like Evo, like 2,500 entrants,
Yeah.
and you've never met this person before. They're playing all sorts of weird, and you have 4 rounds to make sure that you win.
That is crazy.
I love the way that you can see sort of the logical through line of that.
Yeah.
Like, there was no training mode. You didn't practice for this. You had to do the training mode on a person trying to beat you.
So just to get back on topic, like my pick for Capcom Cup, it's really a tough one because Punk been really sick. Smug is also interesting, in terms of a candidate that could win. But let's not forget the reigning champion, Knuckle Dude. He's no slouch either. He's been putting in work this year. You would think that maybe since winning last year, he wouldn't be working as hard as he is. He's really been working. He's been winning tournaments as well. So he's no one-hit wonder. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be really all down to the brackets. It's going to be down to players' form on the day. Problem X, I think, is a real dark horse as well because he's just been winning a lot. So he's going into this tournament with big momentum. And that's going to only aid him in his quest.
Right.
So, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen. I do believe it's going to come down to brackets. There's a lot of matchup detail that's going to come into it. And there's a lot of sort of player versus player detail where you've got a certain person that just knows how to deal with another person's psyche, another person's implementation of the character. There's a lot of that. So it is going to mean a lot depending on what the brackets do. It really does. I don't even think it's as much to do with format as it is to do with the brackets in particular.
Yeah, and that's another interesting dynamic you see in communities, and you see on this larger scale too. Of man, it's just that he had to face that guy before he had to face the other one.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
almost want a person to win just so they can have the better matchup against the person waiting in like winners finals.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know that he has a chance. Whereas like I don't know if the other guy has. Like he's had his number the whole time. So yeah, it can be tricky.
It's going to be But whatever happens, it's going to be really hype, and that's what Capcom wanted, I believe. They wanted this super high level, immense octane tournament, and that's what they've got. They've got 32 of the world's best players that are going to put on a spectacle for the world to see.
Yeah, I mean they've spent. It's the culmination of an entire year's tournaments of the best of the best. We're distilling down all the talent that we've been able to get out of the world.
Yeah,
and that is all going to be at the end of the year here.
There's one player there that's not going to be feeling the culmination of the entire year because he's going to have just won on the day. That last chance qualifier is massive.
That's right.
Because that's going to just put one random wild card in the brackets that no one expected to have to face. And it's not going to be someone who's not good because he's going to have to go through a lot of good players to get in this tournament. So it's going to be someone who can beat anyone.
Right.
In a best of 3 scenario, it's going to be someone that has a chance. So I'm interested to see who that's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be Nemo. Because looking at tournament results, I think he's one of the best players in the world who isn't in the Capcom Cup, just based on the fact that his limitations in terms of going to events and travel has not allowed him to be in the right places at the right time at the right events. But the events he has been to, he has shown that he can, beat the best players.
Oh, absolutely.
He has shown that. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. And
Yeah,
I
Nemo,
can't wait.
Nemo, I can't imagine all the highlight reels we'll see from him. Just even if he doesn't make it for whatever reason. Like
I think he actually has the highest like social media engagement clip. There's one clip of him where he does that setup at NLBC versus Punk. I don't think there's a clip that's more popular than that for Street Fighter 5.
I think you're right. That got a lot of
that's crazy. I think it had over like 3,000 or 4,000 retweets or something.
Oh, insane.
So yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, showing such a player like Nemo so good. I mean, and you love to see like his Relento in 4. And then, like,
he had an amazing
and then you're like,
Relento.
and you see what he did with Urine, and you're like, yeah.
That
makes sense.
On Ultra, he redefined Relento.
Yes.
Like no one knew that Relento could be that effective until they saw Nemo's Relento.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's kind of like it reminds me of Infiltration's DiCaprio as well. He kind of brought that character to a new place as well. So yeah, that is interesting. It's really,
Infiltration,
really cool.
of course. Also having those, especially in Street Fighter 5, surprising Hakan picks in finals and stuff.
So cool when he does that.
Very good. We are at 2-1 in this losers finals here.
Oh, this is losers finals.
This is losers finals.
The winner goes up against Commander Jesse.
That is correct. Who's sitting in grand finals, waiting on his winner's side throne.
Nice.
JD trying to finish this off, tying it up 2-1. Not stunned yet.
Bringing it back. Cammy now. Oh! Crashing Harking into V-Trigger. Activates. Oh!
EX Cannon Spike, just do it.
Didn't want any of that nonsense.
V-skills
in.
The room, the bottom has fallen out of this room right now. Everyone in silent anticipation.
Could definitely hear a pin drop right now. And Fang putting up the walls of defense.
Yeah, Seagull definitely willing to play this out.
Not wanting JD to get in. Oh, tries the V-skill in, but gets clipped.
Yes, just ran out of projectile invulnerability there, it seemed like. And Seagull's found himself on match point.
So this is it now for a spot in the grand finals.
Long pressure is so interesting.
Yes.
Seagull a master at it.
Frames.
Yes, advancing plus frames,
A whole lot of plus frames for Fang.
JD looking for some window to start his offense.
He's really switched it up here. He's gone way more offense this round. Nice confirm on the counter hit.
Poison ticking down as well. Trigger activate.
Tried to catch him in the animation or something. Seagull didn't do anything. And Seagull now on the run with the life lead. He knows he's winning this. Cammy gets in though.
Spends the meter. Cammy now on no resources.
Cammy just down to under half life here. It's not looking that good right now. Needs to get something going.
Once again, the wall set up. This time it goes around the other side.
Really smart stuff. Walked really close for that.
Cannon Spike confirm. Anti-air jab to stop the EX Hooligan.
That's going to hurt.
The reversal.
That was a really important block there from JD. But he's not out of trouble just yet. Seagull looking really good now.
He's got to play this platformer game. Can't finish it off. Dies the same way in this 2 rounds. Unfortunately, gets stuck on the floor trap there. But what an exciting game from both players. And Rotten Seagull proud of himself.
Throwing out those niche cues, boy.
He's going to be facing Jesse in grand finals here. Going to be Dalsum versus Fong. Not a matchup you see all the time.
I can't even remember the last time I've seen that match.
This is going to be interesting. Jesse's sitting down. This will be the final match of the night, guys. Jesse is going to be in winner's side of the bracket. Rotten Seagull coming from the losers. Once again, guys, if you're just joining us, we're at Game Realms in Burbank, California. This is your weekly Street Fighter 5 tournament. Actually, the second to last tournament of the year for us. Next week, there's going to be no tournament, and November 28th, 2 weeks from now, is going to be the final one of the year. It's going to have a $200 pot bonus, so shout-outs to the owners of Game Realms for putting that up. If you guys haven't made it down so far, definitely a reason to now. Try to throw your hat into the ring and get some of that money. And also coming up at Game Realms, on the 24th to 25th of November, there's a Black Friday sale. So we're going to have select brand new games from 15 to 50% off. It varies depending on the game. All used games, every single one, is going to be 25% off. And t-shirts, art books, keychains, jewelry, and more are 20% off as well. They have some really excellent swag, as me and Assad were talking about earlier. Some beautiful shirts on the wall, some beautiful... I think they have a Hadoken plushie. I gotta grab that. So like I said, if you're in the area at all, feel free to come on down. Even if you go 0-2 in the tournament, you learn. get better, run those sets, play against top players, people you've never heard of but are also very good, as we're heading into our final match of the night. Jesse going with Mika here. We've seen him pull out the Mika kind of all tournament.
He doesn't want to have to waste time sitting behind real benders and niche cues to get in. He just wants in straight away.
Yes.
And yes, definitely Nadeshko is going to be part of that, aiding his offense here in the grand finals.
Just needs to find a way in, but once he's in
to stay.
Goes for the raw flying peach there to try it. Gets stuck on some stuff there.
Doesn't have Nadeshko just yet. Has to take some of this. Oh, tries to get in with another shooting peach, but to no avail. And it's more Nishkyus and real benders here.
Yes, that's going to be annoying for Mika as well. You saw the dropkick hit, but then just clipped by that projectile still.
Oh, gets in now. And that is, yes, nice confirm there from Seagull.
Those meaty jab links, he gets it every time. It's so impressive.
Knows the spacing perfectly.
Whip manages
what?
to stand
Dash
medium
in
kick?
the EX shooting peach. And Seagull wants none of that corner. He is straight out.
Dropkick hits.
Wow.
Doesn't clip this time.
Oh! And yes, Nadeshko.
Like you said, playing a critical role.
Oh! And this is... And the random crouching hard sweep. Didn't even cancel it. Gets the first round.
First round is Seagull here.
And
Could
you
this
heard
be his tournament?
And you heard the shriek from Jesse of surprise there as he got clipped by that crouching hard kick.
I think almost everyone that entered the tournament tonight is behind starting to form a crowd. I think the underdog is the favorite here. No one wants Seagull.
Did Jesse win last week?
Jesse usually wins.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. All right.
He's a bit of a reigning champion around these parts.
Oh, the
damage,
combos.
But maybe a perfect. Still sitting on full green bars. This will send a message.
That Everest bar. Oh,
Or
that
could
Greenpeace
Jesse-
bar.
Could Jesse turn the tides here?
Ah, went for that. That fake confirm way.
Seagull going up the first game.
That was quite convincing as
Yes,
well.
saying I'm not afraid of your Mika. Don't give me your secondary character. I want the primary.
I mean, let's be real though. Jesse is sitting on winners right now. He's not really feeling any sort of pressure at the moment. He knows he's got Dowsim waiting in the wings in case he needs him. He's just testing the waters right now.
Totally right. After that game, he's got 5 games to work with still. Plenty of time to make his adjustments, and he is going to character select screen.
Already? After one game?
After one
All
game,
right. He
just
doesn't
like
want to
that.
make it that free. He doesn't want to give it away that easily. He's going to make him work for it. And we've gone to character select screen now. Who are we going to see in game 2 of the grand finals here? Straight to Dowsim, no nonsense. He says, Seagull, you've had your fun. Let's go.
All right. You beat Mika. Pretty good. Let's see how you do against someone who has equal abilities to zone. And
That first game was pretty bad.
yes.
Like, I think even Nadeshko turned to Mika and said, you know what, we're not doing this, man. We're not doing
Gotta
this.
get a new partner. in
Yeah, this ain't
wrestling
happening.
tournament.
I'm going to go back to being a manga kissa maid. I'm out here. Ooh.
Couple of normals whiff there, and Seagull getting that crouching hard kick. It's like it
Oh,
hits every
chases
time
him
for
down and tries to backdash. Oh, went for the sweep there. No
there,
success
Gale.
on that. Oh, what? Couple Gales, boy, sending Seagull to the corner. Seagull be reversaling out, but gets put back in.
Stun racking up for Jesse. And
Oh,
he
and
gets
the shimmy. That convenient shimmy when you actually press something that didn't come out.
it. Things that Jesse will take. That is one of them.
Yes,
Up
indeed.
this first round, changing the pace
Three
in
sweets.
this match. Jabs him out of the. I don't even know what you call it. The Blanca. the Blanca crouch.
He actually got in really well with that. Caught him in the air. Could have got more of that. Nice hard sweep there. Jesse now taking on the Seagull offense as he piles on pressure, with Jesse still trapped in the corner here, dealing with all kinds of grey health, purple poison. Black and blue is Dowsim in the corner right now, stunned,
How many colors can one man be?
and he spends the 2 bars. No messing about.
Yeah, taking his chance there, taking his opportunity. Had that onslaught of pressure and really maximized when he had no.
Sent Dowsim from China straight back to India on that bus.
Yoga fire. Stays in front this time. More pressure. This time, Jesse trying to kind of operate in that space that dulls him wins.
yes.
Missed input, though.
Indeed it was. Oh,
Counters
yeah,
there,
triggers
setup.
up.
Look at that
Oh,
setup.
ambiguous business, boy. Nice confirm there. Nikan Kyaku in after that.
Rotten Seagull with some rotten setups here.
Nice backdash there from Seagull. Seagull playing much better now. It's looking good here. Are we looking at 2-0 now? Oh, he gets thrown in the corner. Commentator's curse.
Jesse spins the
And
leader.
Jesse, yep, 2 bars in the corner. Definitely going to use that all day. Ties it up here, 1 apiece, but it was not easy by any means, was it?
No, yeah, you would usually, especially when one player switches characters, it almost takes a game or two, maybe a round or two for the other person to get their bearings.
Yep.
Rotten Seagull adjusting very well.
That was definitely an opportunity for Seagull, I believe. I think he wanted to have 2-0 right now.
Yes,
to at
I
least
agree.
put a little bit of pressure onto Jesse, because Jesse now, of course, if he gets this one, we're looking at a 2-1 situation where he's in the winners. You know, it's a very, very advantageous situation for him.
Definitely. Someone asking in chat if you were planning on going to Wednesday Night Fights tomorrow.
Wednesday night fights, well, my attendance there is all dependent on if I finish work early enough. Just like today, I planned to enter, but I didn't finish early enough, and now I just came here as a commentator. So,
Surprise commentator.
yeah.
Which we appreciate very much. Thank you for that. So make sure to check out the stream tomorrow night and see. I mean, they start pretty
If
late,
I made
so
it.
you'll
I
be
mean,
all right.
yeah, on my Twitter timeline, I'll probably say if I'm going or not. So I'll post something out.
For those that don't know, I don't know if I follow you on Twitter. What's your Twitter? Is it Product
My
Son, or
Twitter
is
is at Ryan Joseph Hart.
at Ryan Joseph Hart. If you
Ryan
guys
Joseph Hart, all one word.
want to stay up to date, make sure to follow that guy on Twitter. As Jesse aiming to close out this first round in the third game here.
Oh, gets the overhead. You know it's coming, but when? It's not the what, it's the when. It's the other W question word.
Yes. JD had some excellent blocks on some of Jesse's instant overheads. It's one of those things that, like, the Dalsum player just seems to think about it the instant before you do, you know?
yeah.
Bit of a missed input. We see Jesse shake his head. Not a huge punish from it. It's definitely one of the weaknesses of Fong. Can't really punish large damage off of opportunities like that. And Jesse, everything's hitting right now.
I mean, yeah, Fang is a momentum character. He needs to get in it and get what he needs to get going, and he needs to keep it on. And as long as he can do that, he's a brilliant character. But once, you know, people like Dowson can keep him out. Oh, and there's a punish, but it's not a big one. Jesse's just allowed to take the reset and get out of trouble. But he's not fully out of trouble yet. Goes for a tricky cross-up, but nicely blocked. Very astutely blocked. Oh, guaranteed back throw there. Hang on a minute.
Just
not
like you
over
said.
quite yet.
Fong just
Gets hit
needs
by
to
the
get
trap.
going.
Oh, wow! And
Another reversal.
this is
Picks
so
us
anyone's
overhead.
around.
He has
Oh,
the instant overhead
and
too.
the comeback
I
from
have that
Seagull. This is hype, man. What is going on?
Final round here.
Brought
in
it
this
all
third
the way
game.
back, and exactly what I said. Momentum character. Once he got going, it was really hard for Jesse to get Seagull off, and Seagull brought it all the way back, literally almost taking the whole bar with Jesse pinned down in the corner.
Just like you said, all he had to do was get something going.
He just had
Starts
to
off with a
tickle him,
stun, though.
basically.
Everything looking good for Jesse, but can Ron Seagull climb another mountain here?
Wow, this is looking bleak all of a sudden for Seagull, even after that amazing comeback. Jesse right back in the driver's seat here.
Everyone wants to see it again. Everyone's waiting in quiet anticipation.
He needs to get him in the corner here. He's waiting. He's biding his time. Probably wants a Nikan Kyaku to get in. Yep, and he was expecting it. Clips him with the jump light punch and seals the deal. And that is 2-1. A lead now. In the lead for the first time is Jesse.
Jesse has to win one more game here to seal the tournament, to take his weekly Tuesday night money.
To defend his crown, so to speak.
Yes. My name Boris. What's up, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us in chat. Everyone, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is grand finals here. Just encroaching upon 11 o'clock at night. Final match, final set of the night for you guys. If you don't know, we have Ryan Hart on commentary here. Thank you again for joining us. For stopping by.
Pleasure. That last minute cameo.
Just in time.
Ooh.
Ooh, Jesse kind of smart this time.
Gets
throwing
thrown
the
out of
setup.
it. Interesting setup though. Didn't pay off on that particular exchange.
Jesse, so good at using that jumping fierce. An amazing tool for Dalsum in this game.
He is
Covers so
exceptionally
much.
proficient with using that.
Yes.
And it's another back throw. Oh, and he was looking for an opportunity to activate there. Didn't get it though, and we're looking at match point to Jesse right now.
Point. Good defensive series from Rotten Seagull there, but you can only block for so long.
Can Seagull bring this back and stay alive here in the grand finals?
You can tell everyone wants him to. Everyone in the room.
it's been hype every round he's won, so I would like to see it go on a bit longer.
Jesse having to wear presence of mind to block
He had to stop his combo there.
hidden missiles in this game. Jesse's so good at getting those angles on those dive kicks, just hitting at the lowest point to keep advantage on block.
Indeed, indeed. You want those plus frames. Oh, and this is not looking good here. Seagull now, next it wins it, and wow, Jesse staying airborne to get the light kick in the air.
Jesse does take it. Dashing the hopes of everyone in the room. Round of applause.
That was
Assad
nice.
being nice and sarcastic about
That was nice.
Jesse winning. So generally we do a talk with the we talk to the winner of the tournament. But do you want to talk to Jesse for a bit? Maybe you're talking a bit. Guys, let's have Jesse and Reinhardt talk about the tournament ESL stuff and also possible future tournaments in the future. Thank you guys all for joining.
Oh, I see. Cool.
I see it all the time. I tell my brother, I'm like, yo, when me and my brothers play, I'm like, what? Nothing compared to them.
What's going on, Jesse?
Oh, Reinhardt, dude, what's up?
Yeah, nice, good. It's good. I thought I'd come down, check out what's going on here. You know, it's nice to see all you guys representing the scene, putting on tournaments weekly. It's really, really amazing. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, but first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I heard you kind of win this thing regularly, so another notch on the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, I
all
come here and I try to get everybody to come out.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we have a place here in the San Fernando Valley scene.
Yeah.
We have Wednesday night fights, and now we have Dropkick Mondays over in Long Beach. But it's great that this place is like 10 minutes from me.
Yeah, it's
and
brilliant.
This is a little bit further, but I'm glad that we're cultivating a little something here.
Yeah.
So I come here and get to run sets with people.
Right.
And kind of give everybody a hard time, I guess. But, you know, at the same time, I think I give them some good Dawson experience.
Because I think that's one of the weaknesses in American gaming, that you kind of don't really have a lot of opportunity to get together and play because everyone's so spread out. Is that not a thing?
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like there's, you know, certain regions of the country where they have a lot of strong talent. You know, you have like NorCal, and even then, like in California, it's so spread out. You know, we have so many strong players here, but it's hard to get together. Usually we'll do online lobbies and things like that. But it's great that here we have like a pretty consistent 15, 20, you know, a good amount of players that come here and play.
Yeah, cool. So do you guys like organize who's going to come down, or is it just random who's going to show up, or how do you guys do that?
We usually try to reach out to all the players in the area. A lot of times we get the same, you know, the usual suspects. We get, you know, me, Azad, we get JD, the Cami player here, getting better and better. Steven, who just moved from here. I think he moved from NorCal. He's getting stronger and stronger with his Fong. So we're starting to, you know, reach out a little bit, and more people are coming and getting better, so it's good to see. Yeah.
Maybe you can have like a Game Realms versus Wednesday Night Fights.
I'm down. You know what the great thing was? I was so proud. Javi Rog, who's a very strong ball player, we used to play back at this other place called UGC when it was still around.
Right.
We both made top 8 SCR, and I was kind of like, you know, Game Realms, you know, we're kind of, you know,
building
doing
you
pretty
up.
good here, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully, if, you know, we can get stronger, and I think everybody here is getting better and better every week, so I'm so happy to see that. And I mean, if they're open to that, that would be hype.
One thing that like weekly events could do is start setting up lobbies. Like the attendees that go to that weekly event, set up lobbies between those attendees. Like each weekly event, set up a weekly, so that like you can kind of get to grips with. Because one thing that is difficult is, so for example, you go to your weekly, right? And then you play X and Y player, and then you win, or maybe you get to a certain person, then you lose. But if you want to run back with that guy, you have to practice, and then the second thing is you need to be free the next week. If you're not free the next week, all that stuff you practice kind of goes down the pan because you don't get to run it back.
That's true.
But if you had like a weekly lobby that was maybe once or twice a week outside of the weekly, you would kind of like go over what you'd lost to, and then you'd get to reiterate that at the offline event as well. And I think it would add to the effectiveness of the offline event too. Because there are times where you go to offline events, and there are online tournaments as well.
Right.
So in both regards, like it's equally as important to be good and efficient online as well. You know. the mentality behind it would be that if you're playing people that go to the weekly, hopefully they are locals as well, so the connection should be decent.
True.
So yeah, I just think it's an idea. I haven't seen anyone actually implement it yet, but it's something I was thinking about. Like,
That's actually
if
a
you
really
can-
good idea.
because then you get to know each other because you're talking to each other online. You can share tactics, you can share problems, which is a big thing as well, to be able to do that with someone that you know.
Yeah.
So you are doing it online, but it's through someone you know offline. So you still have that connectivity there, where it's not like you're just talking to a random dude who's good.
Yeah.
You're talking to someone who you know personally.
Yeah.
And that could be a really good community building key moving forward, I feel.
That's a really good idea, actually. That would be better because, you know, you have to wait a whole week usually to kind of run that back.
Yeah.
That totally makes a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
because there's so many things that come up. I mean, life is real, right? If something happens where, like, I don't know, you've got like a work affair to attend to, or, you know, some family thing comes up or whatever, or you're just out of town, you know, you might not even be around.
Right,
You
right.
can't go to this thing. And it's once a week, you know, obviously the TOs are doing the best they can. They have things to do. They have restrictions where they can only do it on a certain day, so they can't like change things the way you need it to be. So if it's a Wednesday and you're busy on that particular Wednesday, then you're out for the whole
Yeah,
week.
that's it. You're done.
So yeah, and that might happen the following week and stuff like that. But having an online function, which is relative for the weekly, allows you to be involved still in the weekly goings on outside of the actual venue event.
Right,
So
right.
it's just an idea, and obviously it's easy to talk about. It's harder to like actually put together. Like the execution of that is a lot more difficult. But I just think as an idea, if it's possible, is really worth investigating.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got to wrangle up everybody. You got to see if they're able to get online,
Yeah.
get a lobby going, and then while you're playing those lobby matches, be able to have like an open group discussion, maybe
Yeah.
like a group text or a group online.
Because one thing that's important to know as well is like passion is an appetite. You know, if you don't feed it, it can die. And what can happen with players who are up and coming is if they want to commit time to something, they want to go all in. And if they don't have something that can feed them enough content,
Yeah.
they don't lose interest, but they end up getting lost into something. They get dissolved into something else, and then you don't see them anymore. You have that a lot. Like you'll have like guys here and there that will come down to your local tournament,
Right.
and they'll be really good, or they won't be that good yet, but you'll see big potential, but then you won't really see them anymore.
Yeah.
And sometimes those players just lose focus or interest because they couldn't come regularly. Because they knew they couldn't commit every week at the same time at that same place, they kind of just drop off. But if you had something for those people to be involved with online, then you could you have a way in the door where you can kind of keep them in, you can talk to them, you can fill them in with what's going on at the event. And then when there are majors or whatever, there's more chance that they might stick around and be involved. And then you effectively grow the community.
I absolutely feel like going to tournaments has to become like an experience. You know,
Yeah.
it has to be a place where you have a good time and
Yeah.
at the same time feel like you're improving. I feel
Yeah.
like that's really a huge key of it.
Yeah.
And you know, lately we've been trying to do a little bit extra. We brought pizza in the other day. They had like an
Nice.
ice cream machine. We had like a Bean Boozled game where
Nice.
if you lost your
Nice,
match,
nice.
you had to try and guess what bean you had.
Oh, those gross
Those
ones in there.
were-
I hate it,
you
man.
just didn't want to lose, you know. But
Ah.
sometimes we do stuff like that just to
Yeah.
kind of like, you know,
Just to chill
lighten
out,
it up
relax.
a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, I
Like,
think
we
that's
wanna,
nice.
We want to go at each other here, but we also want to have a good time. So
Yeah,
we
we're
try to
also
do
like
stuff
people
that.
as well, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool,
So
cool.
That's a really good idea. We might try to look into that.
So looking at your profile, obviously you're a really efficient Dowsum user. What's next for you? I mean, obviously you want to like go out there and do as well as you can in tournaments. Do you see yourself as someone who maybe will try and excuse me, like win Capcom Cup next year? Like, what are your aims going forward?
Yeah, I mean, for me, this year was a big year for me. I've been playing in the SoCal scene for such a long time, and I've played a lot of people who've come through here into town, and I've had the pleasure of playing with great players. And one thing a lot of people would tell me is that I need to travel, and I always felt like that was something I just, you know, wasn't sure I'd be able to do. You know, it's kind of expensive to go
Yeah,
to
it's
all
not
these
free.
events.
Of course.
So this year I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna put myself out there.
Nice.
And I can't say I didn't try. So this year I went to NorCal Regionals, I went to DreamHack Austin, New York, Chicago. I've been to a lot of places this year, traveled more than I ever have in my entire life. So
Yeah.
it was a very great experience going to all these tournaments, meeting all these players, and going through things that I've gone through. And
Nice,
I
nice.
think that if I continue to do that, if I somehow get to more events and learn how to play under those kind of circumstances and, you know, majors like that, maybe
Yeah.
it'll help me as a player. Because
Yeah, of course.
I feel like I perform well here and I do well in my scene, and I want to do that on a bigger stage. And
Yeah.
this year I wasn't able to attend EVO, unfortunately, or a couple other events, but I think I did fairly well. I placed about 80 on the Capcom Pro Tour,
Yeah, yeah.
and hopefully by next year I can get in that top 30. You know?
Yeah,
I
of course.
would love to be able to get in the Capcom Cup. That's obviously the goal. A lot of strong talent, but I feel like I can do it. I feel like it can happen. And with
Yeah.
season 3 coming, I'm hoping Sakura comes along. I
Yeah.
can have like that 1-2 combination.
Right,
and then that will really, I feel like I'll be completely balanced.
So if Capcom announce, like, Capcom Cup's coming, and everyone kind of feels like they're going to announce someone big, if they announce Sakura,
Yes.
is it away with Dalsim? Is it 100% Sakura? Like, what would you do there?
In Street Fighter 4, I always had Sakura and Dalsim, and I would
As a
always
tandem.
they worked together. Yeah, they worked really well together. And I didn't even think about it as much, but it just so happened that all of Sakura's matchups that I didn't like Heath or T-Hawk or Shoto's, actually, I would just go Dalsim. And
Blanca.
And it always balanced out, yeah.
Yeah, Blanca could help.
Yeah. Blanca, I was just
Dalsim.
like, no, Dalsim that situation out. So maybe if I get Sakura and I have that same passion that I do for Dalsim, I love playing this character.
Right,
so
right.
Hopefully I can have that same passion. It would be great to have that 1-2 combination.
Yeah,
So we'll
the
see.
passion's definitely evident in the way you use Dalsim. You can see it in everything that you do. So that will pay off definitely if you get your hands on Sakura at some point
So
at a
I
later
really
stage.
do. It would be great.
But yeah, keep it. I would say, don't even if you're playing players that you beat regularly, I would never underestimate the power of what you can learn from players you beat all the time. There is so much content you can get out of repeatedly winning against somebody.
Yeah.
Even though you think, oh, I'm just winning, this is boring. No, there's always things you can learn. There's ways you can push yourself. There are things you can clean up in your own gameplay. There are faults you can take care of inside of these matches.
Oh, what's great is that when I come here and I play Dalsim, I always feel like people are starting to catch up on the matchup.
Yeah.
Like today, Steven, he's been performing better and better, and he was just playing. He took Dankadillis out of the tournament.
Yeah, that was
From
amazing.
playing.
I've never
So-
seen him before, so that was really cool to watch.
Yeah, and so he told me before we went into the grand finals, he was like, I've actually been working on this matchup now. I know what to do when you're V-scaling. I know what to do when you're throwing long limbs. And I'm like, okay. I'm
catching
seeing
up.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing in the grand finals. He's forcing me to adapt. And
Yeah.
I think that's what's great about having a local like this is that they're starting to get to know my Dawson. Eventually, it's just going to be like, oh, we play just all the time. We know
Yeah,
what
we
to
know
do.
that
We're not
matchup.
scared of anything,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's great that we have that here and that can happen.
Now, a lot of people say that in Street Fighter 5 there's no character variety in terms of what you can do with each character, but then there's people like you, there's Filipino Champ, the other side of the Dalsim Spectre, and then there's of course Arturo Sanchez, and you definitely all play completely different Dalsims.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Very different styles, and I think you could see that. I mean, sometimes people say Street Fighter 5 is a certain way. Like it's always either a shimmy or crush counter game.
Right.
But when you look at that's a perfect example. Like me, Champ, and Art, I feel like we all are good players, but we all have different styles.
Yeah.
And you see that all the time when you look at his Dalsim and my Dalsim. And I've had so many people come up to me and be like, I'm not used to playing a Dalsim like that. And
Yeah,
I'm just like,
I've never
really?
seen anyone do that before.
Yeah, and they're like, I
yeah.
don't see. I played Champ or I played Art, and they don't do that. And I'm like,
Right.
yeah, because Art, he's a little more like this, and it works for him. He's mastered that style.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of the game, I think. Street Fighter in general, you can take one character, but you're not gonna play it like you. You're not gonna play it like
I think that like on Street Fighter 5, I think certain characters have more room for expression than others. Like it's been talked about a lot as well, but like Nekali, for example, has been talked about as a really strong character that doesn't have as much room for expression as say a Urian, as say a Dalsim, as say an Ibuki, Amika, with like flexible areas that are equally as strong, making it equally as unpredictable in a high level matchup.
Right.
So it's really interesting that there is that in the game. Like Capcom haven't completely disbanded that. Like it's something
it's
that's still
there.
in the
It's just,
game, even at high level. It's just a little different now, and there's a lot less of it.
Right.
I think they're opening the door for new players to come in and not have so much to deal with mentally, not have such a heavy strain on what they should do in certain situations. I know they wanted to kind of relieve that by lowering the entry-level barrier in terms of that sort of content, but it's good that they still have room for people to express themselves and let their creativity out the bag.
Very important. I feel like that's what I see a lot with Fongs and Dalsims and other types of those characters. I see a lot of new stuff coming out, and I'm like blown away sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I feel like I've been playing Street Fighter for 8 years now, and I know you've been around for a while. You've seen a lot come and go, and I'm blown away with some of the stuff that people come up with. I'm personally, I'm like, I'm not really a tech monster, per se, but I feel like I know how to fight. I know what to do. Like I've been through this before, so I'm like, I know how to adapt and do that, but I'm not great. I can admit, like I'm not great at coming up with that kind of tech. And when I see it, I'm just like, that's crazy.
That's mind blowing. How they
wow,
think of that? Yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind, I might have to
indulge.
borrow that. Yeah, but it's just like, it's incredible. I'm like, I see it sometimes. Dankadillis, like shout out to him. He comes up with some crazy Dawson stuff sometimes, and I'm like, That's crazy. Like,
I've been saying for a while, like on fighting games, there are different types of expert.
yeah.
It's been, kind of said in the past that it's just the winners, like, the champions. They're the only people that matter. But there are all kinds of gaming experts when it comes to fighting games. You have your experts who are really good at finding tech. You have your experts that are really good at finding like the glitches, the bugs. They'll find the weirdest things in the game that you didn't even know existed. Like, what? You can freeze the game like this?
How?
Like, how? Yeah. You'll have the guys who are really good at combos, specifically that. Nothing, not in any other way. Like specifically linking things together in the most unique ways to get either like the max damage or the most hits or whatever, or the biggest juggle points. So that's also a unique skill of its own.
True.
You have people who are really good at actually playing, like the execution. The finicky, tricky stuff that you need to be really dexterous for. Like that's a unique skill in itself as well. And then you of course have the people with the strong mindset, the mental fortitude to carry them through tournaments and get victory after victory after victory. That's yet another skill in gaming as well. So in playing fighting games, it's not just, oh, I won or oh, I lost. There are so many elements that you can excel in skill at, and be a part of the gaming community for that reason. And that's why I like the gaming community, because you can be in it for whatever you're good for. Exactly. It's not just, and there are also the people who are like the best theory fighters in the world. They can come up with the most amazing strategies. The strategists of the community. These aren't always necessarily people that win.
Yeah.
But they have the best strategies, because if you give their strategies to any person who's really good at executing them, they win.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in tournaments as well.
True.
We've had situations where like Laugh and Infiltration will sit alongside each other. Laugh will come up with the best strategies, and Infiltration will execute that and win the tournament. And he did that time after time again. And I've had a situation like that as well. I had a friend who used to give me lots of strategies, and I would take those strategies and employ them in my own way and win. But without his input, I wouldn't have been able to think of that myself.
Yeah.
That's something he was able to excel at in that division.
Yes.
So fighting games are beautiful in that respect, that you can come in any way you want with what you've got to offer, and there's a place for you in the FGC.
That's a beautiful perspective, and it's so true. It's so true that everybody comes in with something of their own. It's like bringing your own little potluck to the table. Everyone comes together and has this like beautiful meal that we call Street Fighter. Everyone comes together and has something to bring, and that is great. It's a beautiful thing.
When I first started playing games, fighting games in particular, I loved the combat aspect. I loved the competitiveness. It fueled my drive to beat people. I wanted to beat people up.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
But I wasn't good at remembering like frame data. I wasn't the guy who you could go to learn like what I'm on after this is blocked, or what advantage I've got if this hits when they're crouching. I don't know that stuff. I know how to kick your ass, but I don't know all the I don't know all these little detailed things.
Right.
So what happened is I went to Japan. The first time I went to Japan, I was only 19 years old. I didn't speak any Japanese, as some people know I speak Japanese now. But I didn't speak any Japanese then. And I went to Japan, and I was the UK champion of Tekken 3 and King of Fighters and Virtual Fighter. So I was already a 3-game UK champion.
Wow.
But I did not know anything about frame data. So I just knew after this move, I have this or this. Or I have this or this. I didn't know by how much though, by how many frames. Do I only have that by 1 frame? But I just knew that if I do that or that, they don't have X or Y option. But when I went to Japan, they were so detailed, they were so meticulous in how they chose options in every situation, that eventually that data they were processing their options by would outmaneuver what I was doing. Even if in certain situations I would guess right and win, over a course of time, their knowledge structure would defeat what I'm doing. So either I would get destroyed or I would get like broken down over time. And if you go to a place as a champion and then that happens to you, you feel a certain way. It does something to your psyche. You start realizing, wow, I'm vulnerable. And it kind of molded me in a different form to a point where I was open to learning anything more, because you do get to a place of confidence. You do get to a place of, demigod, semi-arrogant personality where you don't think that there's a person out there that's going to touch you in your state at the moment, because you've reached a place of comfort in victory. And I learned the hard way, like, wow, okay, I need to learn here. Can I play casuals?
Oh, we're gonna take a photo? Oh,
okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. I guess we're taking a photo. Yeah.
Okay.
All of us?
Okay.
So,
sorry guys, apparently we'll be right
back.
First to 5 with
First
Ryan
to
Hart.
5? Ooh, I'm down.
11:26.
But only one person said that. They obviously don't want to see it that much. Otherwise, more people would say like first to 5 or something.
Oh, but gorgeous. You gotta do it now. Who's that?
He's a sim player.
Oh yeah, me now. Okay.
I still do, dude. I'm not sure.
I need to get into it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's flip back.
You want
Stick or
Reinhardt?
Tank stick.
I don't know if you want to use that stick.
What's that TE2?
Yeah.
For those of you guys still with us, we're going to have a special treat. We're going to see a first to 5 between the Pride of the Valley. The Pride of the Valley, Commander Jesse versus the prodigal son, Ryan Hart.
This might be the one we already had signed.
Signed by who?
Signed by
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Signed by Gohan.
No, not this one. It's in the
Who's still with us? Buck Gorgeous, cousin of the Ridicule, Crash Override, Gevo, Laby, Mountain Mike, My Name Boris, Mixed Nambia, Traystar1, and Virgo Praz. Thank you guys for staying with us. It is 11:30 this Tuesday evening.
I want to be like the voice actor of Gear Xrd because I feel like playing that voice would destroy your throat in a matter of in a single.
And actually, I don't know if I'm going to commentate this. I think I'm just going to let you guys watch.
I don't even know if anybody on this like, has a natural voice like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think I might just let this one play out. Because everyone's sort of gone. I don't know, I feel weird. I feel weird commentating this.
Alright, then just take care. I'll see you tomorrow, definitely.
Traystar1, you're asking the question, what is Ryan Hart doing in Cali? You can go back and watch the VOD if you want a more complete answer, but essentially he's working on IEM Oakland, I believe, with ESL.
Yeah, I am Oakland.
Huge production coming at the end of the year, I think, or sometime in December. I can't remember when it was, but like I said, you can check the VOD for the details. He went into it a little bit earlier, and so he's been going around to support the local scenes. He went to Dropkick Mondays yesterday, Tuesdays here at Game Realms, and he's going to try to make an appearance based on availability at work tomorrow night for Wednesday night fights. Like I said, he'll kind of go into it more in the VODs, but just for all the right reasons, him supporting the local scene and having. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go through the VOD and listen to this conversation or that previous conversation quite a bit because there's nothing but wisdom from this man. Great to see him come out.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, I was thinking like I don't know if I'm going to commentate this. I might just like react. It feels a little weird to do traditional commentary on this. This is Game Realms after hours, after dark.
After Game Realms after dark.
Everything should be like golf, like whispering announcing. Ooh, what a beautiful roundhouse.
We can turn the light dim the lights.
Sensei Pile Drive asking, he plays SF5. I thought he played 4. I mean, clearly 4 was a game that he played more, and I think that he's been transitioning to. I think if you look at his Twitter, he's going to be at Ryan Joseph Hart on Twitter, all one word. I think you can see it's like project manager. He's sort of doing a lot of stuff. I think you're right.
Round 1.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Fight.
So far, just kind of feeling each other out. Crush counter into the usual follow-up for Jesse. I said I wasn't going to commentate. Don't do it, Neil. the muscle automatically happened. There's the opportunity for some cool mix-ups. Of course, for the throw reset. Definitely wanted a power bomb in the corner. Ooh, what a trade. Still burning in that gray health, though. Down to a pixel, so it doesn't matter. Gets the EX knee drop. Doesn't continue the string to the overhead. Jesse with the V-skill float over. EX projectiles meet in the middle. Jumping, dancing, and Jesse takes it with the dash forward, low fierce. I appreciate it, Sensei Power Drive. I'm trying to do like golf commentary. Ooh, excellent throw tech. I don't know why I put an accent on that. Usually throw tech from Jesse. EX, I don't think that's a punish. I could be wrong. I don't know the frames in the EX fire. I think it's plus. Ooh, left-right mix-up. Trying to get away from that EX fireball, but landed on it. On V-trigger, so that the opportunity is always there. Urian is never out of it. E-skill, how brave. Attack as well. Excellent V reversal, keeps him in the corner. Doesn't have access. I wonder if that was a play by Jesse, though. Wanting to have him use EX Fireball to call out the Gale. Overhead, nice block from Jesse. Jesse trying to pick apart. And he finally, one limb gets through, standing strong. And that is first game of Jesse. I think. I believe this was a first to 5 set between these two.
Round 1. Fight.
For those of you guys still joining us, this is Game Realms After Dark. Due to the appearance by the one, the only Ryan Hart, the prodigal son. I wonder if he still goes by that. I apologize to him if he doesn't. We've decided to have a first to 5 exhibition match between the winner of the tournament and the pride of the Valley, Commander Jesse. So far, Jesse's up 1-0. Big frame trap from Jesse. The stun to get it, and he will finish it here. Standard combo. Each round seemingly getting tougher and tougher for Jesse, though. He had to work his way out of a mountain there. Out of a ditch, rather. I've inverted my topography. That shimmy took the scenic route. Reset, stays in front, keeps stalls him in the corner. Jesse, though, with a nice slide out. Sensei Pile Drive, as confident as he's ever been. Jesse, nice counter hit punish on that. Instant overhead with the fierce. That was a missed input. Didn't shake his head though, so maybe not. Good blocks from Jesse. Cracks finally, but doesn't combo. Something weird about the Aegis Reflector hitbox there, I think. Jump back from Reinhardt. Ooh, just out of range. Couldn't punish the D-skill. And that's going to be useful for Ryan to get in, but he uses it to get to a fireball, and he switches spots. Jesse, left-right mix-up. Again. Has him in the corner. Critical Heart on deck for Ryan, so he could definitely finish it with one hit here. Oh, this should be the part. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Power bomb. Just started out. Big stand fierce. Jesse with once again the float over, but no, drills into a pixel of health for Ryan here. Patiently waits it, and somehow the EX shoulder hitbox maybe tags the feet, I guess, and stalls him in the air. I've officially abandoned my plan of not commentating. Ooh, Reinhardt knew that trap was not necessarily real and gets a huge punish out of it. Was expecting something there. I think a slide. Yeah, definitely a slide. Jesse throws the overhead himself. Looking for the left-right mix-up, I'm sure. Blocks it correctly. The drill was so low to the ground, and with that angle as well, plus frames, unreal. Jesse takes a close one there in the second game.
This is the second win for player one.
Round one. Fight.
Stand Fierce hits, but it was so close. I wonder if that jab was a punish. Gets the slide reset. Every button hitting for Jesse right now as he gets the stun. On one hit too, scaling going to be pretty good. Went for a frame trap there. Jab into Reflector though. You guys ever seen those videos or those like commercials where it shows like Kobe Bryant like shooting baskets after a game he lost? You know, this is kind of like that. This is sort of disingenuous because Jesse won the thing, but like I see this, I hear the buttons being pressed against the vacant halls of Game Realms right now, and this reminds me of this is really where people put in the work, you know. After hours, after dark, everyone's gone home, everyone's gone to sleep, and no, they're still grinding. First to 5, why not?
Yes, I think he's in a 5-0.
Sensei pile drive, hugely in Jesse's corner right now. I think his name's Chad, or Brad. Azad referenced him earlier. He explained the finish of that left-right mix-up is so strong from Dalzin. See Assad heading out for the night. Yes, the SoCal corner, that is right, Mr. Pile Drive. Expect some Twitch clips, buddy. Oh, definitely. You bet. I don't know if you guys were watching earlier, but I'm definitely making some Twitch clips of some moments that we had tonight, generated by the hype and clutch play of Rotten Seagull. Jesse avoiding these fireballs really well. I feel even weirder commentating now. There's nobody here. It's okay, I'm gonna keep doing it, kind of under my breath. Oh, so close to stun. Ironheart is close. Really see another comeback from Jesse. EX. Nice block from Jesse. The reversal. Gets him out of trouble. Still a great position for Ryan Hart right now. Doesn't need much. It's funny, the hitbox actually seen that Jesse finally punishes the V-skill with the slide. We've seen him try before. Jab to finish it. Wake up button is definitely an option in this game.
Round 2. Fight.
If I could, I would clip this entire set. I might do it in series. I think Twitch clips are a minute long total. This is gonna be like part 1 and like part 30. I'll do it. Don't test me, internet. I can make that tomorrow night's project. Don't even. Jesse with his crouch fierce hitbox alteration to get under the fireball as well as punish it. That's some Street Fighter 4 level stuff. Gotta love the conviction that Jesse goes after some of these setups with. After you can see he gets a certain type of knockdown that he likes. Off with the crouch fierce. Stays in front this time. Left, right mix up. Especially with the projectiles on the screen. So tough to deal with.
Final round.
Full critical art for Ryan Hart right now. Using the projectile to sort of contest. Be getting a read on Jesse's pressure. Big dash forward crush counter. Gonna be a lot of damage here. Goes to the reset as well. Confirms, and that should do it. If not, it's really close. Really close. Okay. Slide under, punishes the slide with a low medium kick. Excellent run by Ryan.
Urian wins.
And takes that game. It is now 2-1 in this set. How you feeling, Sensei? Getting scared? Shaking in your boots?
Round 1.
Could be the comeback.
Fight.
Slipped on a fireball. Mashed forward, crouch fierce. Knew that he could sneak that in after a fireball. Excellent awareness. Jesse wants to start some offensive build. Medium slide, and was able to combo after it. Good timing from him. This time not contesting the setup. Jesse, I think, a little bit farther away, so it wasn't as free to the throw. His headbutt. He's been going to that a little bit more. I think he's getting a little bit more confidence in his EX reversals. Just out of range to punish that. Roundhouse to punch him out of the air. Only one hit though. Haze Reflector started up. Sitting in the fire, but he's at no health anyway, so it doesn't really matter much. Jesse's hitbox hitting the Haze Reflector. Interesting. Bit of a stalemate right now. Jesse willing to play lame, I imagine. Good defense. Shoulder gets blocked, and Jesse takes that round.
Round 2. Fight.
Interesting offensive series from Ryan there. Mixing up some lights and dashes. Definitely looking for some sort of a reset or a frame trap. This should hit. It does. Full critical art damage. He's been so adamant about punishing the V-skill as much as he can. Wow. Super preemptive anti-air. Jesse using that knee flip as a Q almost. Headbutt low crush the thrust kick. It's not enough. Jesse goes up 3-1. In this first to 5 set.
Dolphin win.
This is the fourth win for player one.
I could totally make an esports version of that commercial.
Fight.
You're like, the person's like picking up chairs and like putting things away, and you like slowly pan to like 2 people like alone, just like mashing buttons. Fade out to black, and there's something like, you know, real champions never sleep. Or I don't know. Oh, right. I think it's 3. I think you're right. I'm fuzzy on the Rocky movies now. Yeah, so many. But yeah. At the end where it's all, yeah. We got options here on how we want to, which theme we want to parody rather. Ooh, big stand fierce. I think it contested with an aerial strong shimmy power bomb. This is that pressure that we saw earlier. This is finding his way out, but definitely not out of the woods. Overhead, nice block. Knee strike as well. The reversal to keep him in the corner, keeping that pressure on. For what defensive series from Jesse, but you can't block forever, and eventually Reinhardt stalls him into the middle of a bank robbery. And that can wait, guys. We have a street fight to do. Ooh, a perfect example of how good that V skill can be, and allowing Urian to get in and keep that offensive pressure. Knee drop as well. This new style that Ryan has been adopting with pressure is so good. Like I said earlier, kind of mixing in these lights and dashes. Jesse though, again, critical art should hit, but it won't finish. Anything will do it though. Jesse has a mountain climb, the overhead finally hits. 3-2 now. Slugging it out.
Urian wins.
The Pride of the Valley versus an icon of Street Fighter and fighting games in general.
Round 1. Fight.
Jesse playing in that range that installs him so good. Standing medium kick, standing fierce, standing strong. This time's his evasion on that energy sphere, I think it's called? No, metallic sphere. That's the name of that projectile, if I remember correctly. Slide just out of range this time. Reinhardt using the V-skill, or using this timing, relax and pressure into his V-skill. Gets in with that EX shoulder. Has armor to begin with. Does he get 2 points of armor if it has the V-skill? I think it does. EX headbutt. Haven't seen that in 2 games, I don't think. I would say, if I were to paint with broad strokes, the telltale sign of an experienced, grounded player is minimal yet effective use of invincible moves. I think that's an example right there. First EX headbutt that we'd seen in like 1 or 2 games. Another EX headbutt onto the offensive rhythm of Jesse here. Now back in the corner himself. Jesse wants to keep the pressure on though. This time blocked. First EX headbutt blocked from the set by Jesse. This could be the start of the big thing. That Vegas switch in the corner was so strange. Stun not quite happening, but a pixel of health, anything will do it for Jesse here. Oh, baits the universal. Unfortunate. Didn't get the meaty tackle just slightly too early. Hitbox or active frames ran out. Another thing that you get when you come to these local tournaments is interesting is when you just watch the video, you can see what the characters are doing, right? When you come to the event, you can hear all the things that aren't happening. Like you hear button presses, but nothing happens. And so you get that extra level of information like, oh, I wonder what they were thinking. I wonder what they were doing. One day streaming will be technologically advanced enough. VR streaming, we just put you right there behind them. That'd be crazy. You could actually hear it'd be like Azad would be chastising you like right behind you. Jesse getting the stun combo. So I guess that was 5-2, right? 5-2. That's 5-2. I was down 1 game. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I feel like an infomercial representative right now. Wait, there's more.
We're gonna do five the first to 10.
First to 10 now. Guns ablaze with the feels bad man. I agree, dude. I like Jesse, but Reinhardt's a personal hero of mine. So don't know who to cheer for. This has been extended to a first to 10 for those that have curious. Originally first to 5. Jesse's up 5-2 right now. Let's see how the adaptations goes. Going back to the subject of adapting in fighting games, this is really, what would the comparison be? This is like the gentleman's way to play Street Fighter. Like in a tournament, you can't have everyone do a first to 10. It would take 3 years to run it, right? But really, when you come to like the connoisseurs, you know my reasoning though, right, Sensei? Like, how do you not cheer for the prodigal son, you know? I completely lost my train of thought.
All cheers go out to Jesse. Let's hold it down for the Valley.
And so far, he's doing an excellent job. Doesn't confirm off the counter hit back strong. They finished it there. And that should do it. Reinhardt getting the shimmy. Crouch fierce. And it's now 5-3.
Urian wins.
Oh, believe me, I am happy. I'm happy that is how we fare with the rest of the world. However, I will say this: I am happy, but I'm not surprised. I don't feel like I'm making a dumb decision if I put money on Jesse versus any player in the world. Maybe not like a super like wise one in terms of odds. But I don't feel bad putting money on Jesse versus anyone. Yeah, so like in terms of connoisseur, Iron Fans of Street Fighter, this is what you get.
Round 2. Fight.
This is that nice aged triple malted double bourbon whiskey. I don't know anything about my opinions about whiskey or anything, but this is definitely the minor points of Street Fighter right now. Gentleman's first to 10. It's the shimmy walk back. This time checks him with the jab. Interesting setup. Got a lot of damage off of it. Jesse blocks the final mix-up while he was burning. I don't know the stand strong.
Dolphin wins.
6-3 is your score, ladies and gentlemen.
Round 1.
And I think the air conditioning or climate control went out now, so it's even quieter. It feels super weird commentating this. Off to a great lead. So getting that not often seen stand fierce into the trigger cancel. Showing his repertoire is varied and deep. We call them. 2 Aegis Reflectors, bounces. Now we'll take the first round.
Round 2. Fight.
Crush counter. Stun as well, off of the throw, low scaling. Gonna be able to convert a lot of damage off that. Look at damage, just like this. Jesse finds himself in an unideal situation. Chip should do it. Oh, the teleport on the other side. Jesse's gonna try to go the low jab. Gets hit by the stun anyways. And that is now 6-4.
This is the 4th win for player 2.
Round
The
1.
announcer letting us know.
Fight.
Did they make that announcer intentionally, like, really obviously robotic? This is the 4th win for player 2. Why not just have somebody, like, recite a line? Capcom, please. Big crush counter. Ryan's been hitting that these past couple games. The scenic route on that shimmy. He took his time, and he will be rewarded for it. I think that was back, forward, back, forward, back.
Round 2. Fight. Final round. Fight.
Always important for Dalsum to get those little punishes he can at distance to disincentivize the Gearing player. Ooh, come out of the EX fire. Reversal to stop the overhead. Reinhardt is on full resources right now. You want to talk about explosive. He's charged up with his V-skill as well. This is the ideal situation for a Urian resource-wise. Maybe not full screen against Dalsum, but still. What a normal jumps from Jesse. Ooh, this time's the slide. Reflector doesn't reach. Oh, and the jumping fierce beats the crouch fierce. Ryan thought he had that anti-air. Reeling will see 7-4.
Round
7-4 is your scoreline for those of you keeping track at home. Not the ideal drill height on that. Gets thrown for it. Could have been worse. Jesse with the anti-air fireball. You don't see that often at that distance, or that height rather. Drop to get out of the corner. Not often employable by Urian to escape, but in this case, used perfectly. Especially against Dalsum, someone that can't really create those huge punishes out of nowhere. Pixel help though. Has this Aegis Reflector still though? Ooh. Playing footsies with fireballs? Again. There's some OG level stuff there. Fireball is the extension of your body. I wish Ryu was good in this game. This time not going for the teleport mix-up. 18 seconds left. Jesse. Totally willing to play defensively and safe there. Critical Art still on deck for Reinhardt. It's confirmed from Jesse. EX shoulder. Power bomb as well. Has him in the corner. No V-trigger yet, but gets the big neutral jump, baits the slide. Another throw, almost stunned, and this should do it. Oh, not stunned, but anything will do it here. Pixel of health. Pressure remains. We're going to our final round in the 12th game.
Fight.
If I didn't have this stream overlay, I'd have to have a pencil and paper out. Jesse trying to do a better job of checking those dashes. Ryan's been getting a lot of mileage out of normals into dash forward and Street Fighter 5 too, especially to occupy that space. That's why that became the mix-up in this game for neutral. Like it used to be normals beat walking forward with punishing beats. I guess it's the same thing, you just replace walking forward with dash. Did JD leave? He just left his stick here?
Who?
Reinhardt's using JD's stick.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, the back line. Our run started out. Most of this time, working out buttons. Big crouch fierce combo. Power bomb in the corner. Another one. Pixel pop with Jesse. Overhead takes it. Never can count out Reinhardt. Ooh, beats the headbutt. Headbutt usually low or a high crush block against X headbutt this time. That beats everything. It's actually invincible. Fancy mix-up stuff, and this will get another bounce here. Look at these combos. Reinhardt absolutely no slouch in this game and finishes it with the final hit. What a sequence from him.
Urian wins.
5 games, 8-5.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, interesting hitbox up there. It's another jump in. Momentum seemingly on Ryan's side now. Hits headbutt as well. A little bit more loose with that. It's the air reset, unfortunately. Stun racking up for Jesse. Does he want to use Virus or no? Not quite stunned yet though. This should do it. Yes, sir. End of the round charge Metallic Spear. Because when does that normally hit? Why not? 3 hits. Oh no, sorry. One of those hits was the throw. Excuse me. Going to commentary FADC cough drop right now. We are in the night. Another just lovely multi-dimensional shimmy for Ryan there. And he's going to reap all the rewards, getting a huge combo. Anything will do here. Or throw. What a decision. I would have got hit by that for sure. Neutral jump, staying at that range that Urian can contest. Doesn't matter, and the overhead will take it. 6-8.
Urian wins.
Coming up on our 15th game here.
This is the 6th win for player 2.
Round one. Fight.
Players in deep concentration. One of the reasons I feel weird about commentating. I'm glad the game sound is loud, because if it wasn't, it would be even worse. V-Trigger stocked out for Jesse now. Definitely looking for activated somewhere. Now, decides to go to the corner, of course. Actually smart stuff. There's the activation. X blocks it. Damage because of all the gray life too. Stays in front. What a mix-up. Just an ideal situation for Dolls in there.
Round two. Fight.
Excellent spacing by Ryan to punish that. Oh. They're still outside. Carry JD and TBS. Yo, good job contacting us. That's pretty funny. I was gonna say, like, JD left us good. Will is probably getting teased from the front, or I think he might see you guys outside.
Dawson wins.
9-6 is this set. some sort of commotion happening outside. Do I go and help?
Fight.
No, this is more exciting. Good range for both players. Just slide to take it. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I was like, that was pretty funny. We have a bit of an audience again here. You guys have come in the twilight hour of this set. It is currently a first to 10. It's currently 9 to 6, Jesse. 9 to 6. First to 10. 9 to 6, Jesse. Stun racking up for Jesse, gets out with the V-trigger. There's a little bit of ambient noise now, so I feel like I can talk more. Felt very awkward earlier. V-trigger, or teleport switch into the critical mix-up. Oh, it did the upper version. He's in the blunder, though. Jesse somehow finds a throw out of it. Unbelievable. What a shoulder doesn't combo? Strange. It might have been because it was hitting Dalton when he was in the middle of the hitbox. We're gonna have to look at the. We're gonna have to check the VOD on that one. And Jesse takes a 10-6. Guys, if you guys are still with us, let's see who's in chat still. It's almost 10 or 12:15. Buck Gorgeous, Cousin of the Ridicule, Gevo, Guns Ablaze, Lord Kami, Miss Ignamja, Pat Monsta, Sputnik Monroe, Traystar, Virgo Praz, and Zeitgeist AC. You guys just had privilege to a very unique experience here at Game Realms. First to 10 set between Commander Jesse, the Pride of the Valley, and fighting game ambassador Reinhardt. I think that'll do it for the stream, guys. I think that we're gonna close up shop now. Once again, thank you guys all so much for joining. I feel weird talking in this golf commentary voice, so I'm just gonna sign off. Have a nice night. See you guys in 2 weeks, November 28th.